Me and Ellie together, romantically? You guys know that wouldn't happen. Huh? I mean, I don't think we're all that compatible, and I can't imagine our relationship going that way. Uh-oh, Lloyd. Right, Ellie? Ellie! Wait, what's the matter? You idiot. Randy, you need to sit down and have a chat with your boy. He stepped right onto a landmine. Oh yes, you are so right, Lloyd. All I did was ask for some advice on a very unimportant subject, that's all. And there most definitely wasn't any sort of romantic atmosphere, like you oh so graciously pointed out. Alright then. You know, by incompatible, I only meant that we don't exactly make a good. Lloyd, you had your foot in your mouth. And instead of taking it out, you pushed it further down your throat. Dude! Hold on. Okay. It's just every single time that this is the one, yeah. Every time that I, like, look at the title screen and it's like a different thing, I'm like, oh, okay, hello, what's up? Hey, what's up, hello? That being said, welcome back to Trails from Zero. I'm the United States Aviator. This is the Year of the Paradigm, and this is the continuation. I usually would do a bigger intro, but I'm on the verge of, like, not losing my voice, but it's a little stiff today. It's been high pollen recently, and this week has not been great for that. That being said, let me get into your comments from last time. We have yeah, there were so many uploads this past week. Goodness gracious, Tuesday we went crazy with these 100 line uploads. Goodness gracious. Usually it's in like the chunk of like last 6 uploads, but I'm like, oh, there's so many Darumi going like this. It's crazy. Ultimate Lil Bro. Let's talk about it. Anthony Sub saying, they're all wall twerking. I did say that. Those were my words, and there was no phrasing to be had. That's just that's what happened. And you still made it the intro. Yeah, there were a couple contenders for intro that episode, I'm gonna be real. It was almost the hugging scene with Lloyd getting a face full of chest. There was a scene in the dressing room, I think, and I think there was one other scene with the Don's secondhand man, whatever his name was, whatever. There were a lot of scenes during that episode that I was like, oh. Richard, who says, who is Randy? There are hints back in the Trails in the Sky the Third in the door about Alan Richard and his investigation team. Oh, into the Culvard Eastern Quarter. Interesting. A lot of that is out of my brain. But I remember that door existing. If I like really sat down and thought about it, which I might have to do, I could probably remember what's in that door. Jessica, who says the Farticus are certainly enemies. They rarely show up in regular fights on the portion of the Eastern Crossbow Highway leading up to Tangram Gate. Wait. When's the last time you read the Times? It's been a while. We might start the episode reading the Times. Something interesting about all 3 of those women who changed the world is that they were all around the same age during their first feat. Alicia became queen when she was 20. Sheena was around 20 when she began the Calvardian Revolution, and Leanne was 24 when she met Dreckles and changed the course of the War of the Lions. Cold Steel 1 and 2 take place around the same time as the Crossbow duology. They specifically overlap with Azure, so the tech in those games is basically the same as what we see here. Awesome. Anniversary Festival is next month, next chapter. Got it. That's when the hotels will be booked. I guess that Ray Tarosa is a descendant of the old Calvardian nobility. They lost their status after the Democratic Revolution. Many of those families are still incredibly wealthy. Muriel is pronounced Mire. Okay. But you can see how my brain could be like, oh yeah, Muriel. Fair enough. It's a double Y equals, yeah, I got you. I'm sorry, yeah, I said what I said. There are 4 characters with very similar names in the series, Mireille and Miria Bay in this arc. And, well, I guess it's probably Maribel, and Marielle and Mirabelle and Calvard. Hate that. Murray. Let me see. I interpreted Amy as saying that her brother and Carlos are the only 2 single men around her, which makes more sense. That's sure not how I interpreted it. Chihiro is Ryu's older sister. Oh, yeah! We did meet her. She always has a bad case of wanderlust and is always almost outside of the city. Katarina, the baker's regular, is her best friend. Got it. One of the records in this game is to defeat 8 enemies in a single attack. The Farticus hordes are one of the only opportunities to get that achievement. Ooh. Interesting. Hate that. Randy's full first name is Randolph, actually, not Randall. Yeah, but Randall, you know, so Randall sounds a little bit more dope. You know, he's not a red-nosed reindeer, but I guess he is a red-headed man. Each of the new chapter's new weapons rather, are the only ones you can customize. Once a chapter begins, the old chapter's weapons can no longer be upgraded. You can look in the combat notebook for monsters that drop U material if you want to farm them. Just keep in mind that field attacks will kill significantly lower level monsters, and monsters killed in that way won't drop items. Hate that. If you have not fought monsters on/explored the East Crossbell Highway bus stop to Tangram Gate West, Crossbell Highway to Belgard Gate in the Maine's Mountainside past tunnel. Oh, I've not? Yeah, I guess I haven't. I took the bus. Yeah. Poor Risha, her chest gets deflated in each arc. Oh no. Or inflated in each arc. Oh no. Both are bad. The girls are now bigger than her head rather, and she looks like the reference for her model rather was a literal hourglass. This begins Elia's teasing of her best friend's little brother, her favorite little guy. That lucky son of a gun. One thing you already know about Randy is that he's not originally from Crossbell. I did know that. He immigrated 2 or 3 years ago. It's never brought up, but I strongly believe that he is an illegal immigrant. It is incredibly difficult for people like him to live normal lives due to their past, and congratulations, you are now a true player of Trails, taking a major detour for a single piece of dialogue that may or may not exist. Look, you ain't have it written down, so I was like, now hold on. She gotta have some sort of update here. I wanted to walk in there and say, update. I wanted it so bad, but you know what? We did it, and it existed, so I'm proud of myself. And then we have the standard list of the remaining sweep. Very thankful. There's a lot to sweep. Goodness gracious. All right, well, there we go. And I would say now, says Chaos Eater 39, would be the real start of the interesting plot of this game. Very good. Okay, I'm very excited. Let me pull this up real quick. Let's get into it. Thank you for the comments, you guys. It's always a good time, a fantastic time. We're gonna have a good time today. All right. Let's get out of here. Oh, we're walking into a cutscene. What a great way to start. Also, for those who typically only tune in for Trails, I know there's like a handful of people that are like solely here for, oh yes, Trails Saturday. Or, you know, some people will be like, here, I'm on the Trails side, I'm on the Fire Emblem side. And then some people are just kind of here for like the Trails side, and then they've migrated to the 100. I see y'all too. There's a couple people who like flip-flopped on what they view. So, you know, I haven't seen some of you in like a week. So happy Pride Month, because I think this is the first Saturday of the month. So I'm gonna let you have that. Get all the rainbow down. Happy Pride Month, baby. All right. Let's make our way to the Hiyu Trader. I think they're somewhere by the pier. Correct, our destination should be in the northeast corner of the harbor district. They are apparently located right by the river. Oh yeah, we've been there. Oh yeah, we're talking about the red building, red looking eastern building. It's not surprising to think that a crime syndicate's headquarters in the same area as the IBC and the Crossbow Times buildings. Yeah, it is very surprising. That's why I was like, hold on, Hewitt, I know where they are. I suppose it's no matter. Let's try paying them a visit. Well, I'm sure they'll be kind and friendly. I checked this right before. Right? Yes, I did. I was pretty sure I checked this right before. That being said, we know where to go. Yeah, let me go this way. I keep forgetting that I can like just teleport across the city, but I'll be real, sometimes it feels like it's faster to walk. Sometimes it feels like it's faster to walk, cause like this, it's not written in alphabetical order. If it was alphabetical order, I would always come here. But my brain is like, man, where's Harbor District? Well, I know how to get there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. And we have, yes, I was gonna say, let me make sure we got audio. Yeah. Trading. A sign is affixed to the door. If you have business with us, please knock. We've read this several times, guys. This must be the place. I remembered something, but we'll continue. How do we proceed, Lloyd? We'll knock in a second, but first, I need to read my Crossbow Times. I know I've read issue 1. Let's read issue 2. Because I don't think we've read this. Knox Forest, due west of Crossbow City. Yeah, it is important to read these, admittedly. Just because, in terms of these Crossbow Times, they'll give us some, like, details of things that are in motion. It's important. Knox Forest, due west of Crossbow City, was the site of the CGF's recent training drills. We were on the scene to report. Drills began at 10 a.m. and were very intense. They practiced vehicular combat, stun, halberd combat, hand-to-hand combat, and more. Exercises like these are held regularly to sustain these important skills, stated the lead sergeant major. New equipment rumored. We had the opportunity to interview Deputy Commander Bales after the drills. We asked about the new model of the armored vehicle that had been rumored to be in development since last year. The Deputy Commander tells us that the implementation of these new models is still a ways off. Presently, they are in the fine-tuning stage and will be deployed once complete. Logistical issues such as negotiation with the neighboring powers about specifications has been thoroughly taken care of. As it stands, the new model's firepower is comparable to an average tank. The accurate data and deployment numbers will be properly disclosed at a later time. The CGF will continue putting its full efforts towards ensuring the security of Crossbow's borders and the state at large, commented the Deputy Commander, faithfully answering every question posed to her. A respite in downtown district. Sources say the downtown gangs have temporarily ceased fighting. The noisy confrontations, previously a daily occurrence, have come to a sudden stop. Most citizens breathe sighs of relief. On the contrary, a 24-year-old man living on the eastern street says his voices fears. As long as these delinquents are out there, the fights will return. I wish someone would do something about them. Nobody cared. Incident leaves mystery behind. Mystery? I knew I should have named her Debbie. Tensions rose due to a surprise attack on the gang's members. However, many things are unexplained about the dispute. Before it escalated, rumor has it that the CPD's Special Support Section had a hand in resolving the issue. However, further investigation suggests that they may have been more lucky than skilled. I'm going to fight somebody. It would be it would be nice to see action on the same level as Bracers next time. I'm gonna fight Grace. A new battle ornament. The Epstein Foundation has developed a new battle ornament, and it is now available on the market. We enter the 5th generation. The best part of the enigma is the introduction of the orbital communication circuit, said Mr. Roberts of the Foundation. Pardon me. This newly developed microquartz allowed for the creation of a small portable device, communication device. He added that this innovative technology is in the Enigma rather. Exchange information instantly, regardless of location. At present, the communication function only works in the vicinity of dedicated orbital wave relays, such as Crossbell State. Plans to erect new relays for organizations such as the Bracers Guild and the government agency. Arkansas's upcoming performance. The famous troupe is due to announce their highly anticipated next performance soon. Tickets will be available next month. Many fans from within the state and even abroad have been eagerly awaiting their next show and will flood in to watch. You don't want to miss it. And the IBC's new service, the IBC, the International Bank of Crossbell, the largest financial institution on the continent, will launch a new service that allows members to exchange Sabbath at better rates than those available at the stores. Its starting date will be announced soon. And Crossbell's gourmet experience. If you're craving countryside gourmet, catch the next orbital bus to Amarika Village and visit the Ash Tree Inn. Indulge in the amazing taste of their omelet rice made by the friendly local-born owner. Made from the plentiful ingredients freshly grown nearby, this cuisine will have you running back to Amarika for more. Little ad at the end, okay. Not spawned. Issue 3. And this is where the anniversary festival draws near. Next month, Crossbell State will celebrate its 70th anniversary. Excitement for this auspicious day has been steadily mounting. Schedule announcement. This being the 70th anniversary, the state government plans to put extra effort into this year's celebration. City Hall festival schedule confirms this. The parade will be a particularly grand spectacle this year, and the requirements on running food stalls will be greatly relaxed, states a public relations official. Many gatherings and celebrations are planned to coincide with the festival. Mayor McDowell, where have I heard that last name McDowell before, is booked to attend many such events. McDowell, huh? City preparations begin. Preparations are starting in earnest throughout the city, with many shops already decorating the occasion. The festive decor has anticipation skyrocketing as many cry, "Next month can't come sooner!" The owner of a popular restaurant in Central Square is working hard, preparing souvenirs for the festival. It's a special year after all. The festival is coming up next month. Has everyone made their plans? Arkansas's upcoming performance. Also debuting next month, Arkansas's performance titled Golden Sun, Silver Moon, will open on the first day of the festival. The moment tickets went on sale, fans flooded in from all around. Tickets sold out in the span of an hour. Titled Golden Sun, Silver Moon, the play is based on a famous classical tale. How will the world-renowned Arkansas, with its phenomenal artist, capture and accurately retell the story? We will follow up on the play in a future issue. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Society, great result from our new star bracers. Of course they're in here. New bracer duo Estelle and Joshua Bright, both 18, recently took post of the Crossbow City Bracers Guild. They have already stolen the citizens' hearts by solving over 50 cases despite being the youngest bracers at the branch. Even during the Burl incident last year, they were regarded as exceptional leaders throughout that ordeal. There's no mistaking it. They possess ace-class skills. Expect more great things to come from these two, said a representative of the branch. Society, aftermath of the wolf monster incidents. In the aftermath of the monster attacks that have occurred out on the outskirts of Crossbell, the city government has decided to compensate the victims. Good. Following the investigation performed by the Guardian Force, and a division of the police, we now know that the attacks were human-initiated, resulting in chaos and destruction in the affected areas. The city received criticism for how long it took to act and a lack of transparency on where the funds were coming from. But what were the reactions from the affected locals? "I'm just happy things are back to the way they were and normal, I can return to work," said a minor that was injured. We know him! Furthermore, two suspects that were accused of the monster reports, using the monsters to blackmail, assault, and damage property, among other things, were released on bail early yesterday morning. Society. Celebrity of West Street. Hey! Police dog Zeit. After saving a boy from an imminent car accident on West Street, Zeit has become highly popular with the local children. He can often be found playing with them. Please pay him a visit if you are a dog lover. Zeit sleeping. Imperial family attends awards ceremony. The Erebonian Empire held an awards ceremony, presided by His Highness Prince Olivert, in lieu of His Majesty Emperor Eugene, Chancellor Osborne, awarded medals to 7 individuals, including soldiers and influential figures. Leisure. Come, future divine anglers. A group of fishing enthusiasts have set up a branch of the Fisherman's Guild on East Street. They're always looking for new members to join at Crossbell's fresh fishing spots. They plan to hold a fishing tournament during the anniversary. Oh, you better believe we're about to do that. Me versus Estelle, 1v1 me, Estelle. I'm gonna catch a bigger fish than you. I'm gonna catch the better fish than you. You better believe. For those interested, why not come and participate? All right, we're caught up. Let's go knocking now. Yeah, we'll knock. Hey, we got business. Business. Knock, knock. Business. And who might you be? We're from the Crossbell Police Department, rather, Special Support Section. We're open to ask your branch manager a few questions regarding a certain incident, if possible. Wait here for a moment. Well, here we go. Man, what kind of trouble are we getting ourselves into this time? I suppose we will find out very soon. Opens the doors, Uncle Let, or Aunt Letty. Eastern Man, I apologize for the wait. The branch manager will see you now. Please come in. Thank you. If you'll excuse us, you better believe I'm about to get in here. Hello. Oh. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's a door. It's shut twice. Not twice. It's shut. Is that a Magatama? Our apologies for making you wait. Right this way, this is the branch manager's room. Okay. I mean, this place looks like it's fine. Oh, how nice of you to finally visit. Okay. It's nice to meet you. I'm Lloyd Bannings. I'm sorry, Lloyd Bannings of the CPD's Special Support Section. The pleasure is all mine. I am Sao Lee, manager of the Hiway Trading's Crossbell branch. So you're Lloyd, and you three must be Ellie, Randy, and Tio, correct? How did you... May I ask how you know all of our names already? It shouldn't be really that surprising. You guys are your own special little clique. You guys are getting a little bit more famous in the public eye. Truth be told, I'm an avid reader of the Crossbell Times. I was mesmerized by your exploits and instantly became a fan. Though bored of me, I decided to investigate your backgrounds through various intermediaries. Is that so? Yeesh, 5 seconds in and he's already holding all the cards. He is just as cunning and as intelligent as we were told. It is an absolute honor to meet such an intriguing group as yourselves. What brings you to our office today? Was there a problem with with our business operations? No, that's not it. We're actually in the middle of investigating an incident involving Arkansas. Arkansas, you say? But of course, Crossbell's very own prided theater troupe. I've been meaning to see one of their shows. I've been meaning to see one of their shows ever since I first arrived here, but the work has kept me oh so busy. Hey, Sal, you wouldn't be able to get a ticket anyway. Let's be real. I seem to recall they announced their next production, correct? Yeah, that's right. You can't get tickets though. As a matter of fact, our investigation is related to an issue with their upcoming show. We'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Oh dear, it sounds like quite a predicament. Very well, I shall comply with your request, free of charge, of course. You were gonna make us pay before? Yen, you say? We're aware that Hiei's main office is located in the Eastern, Republic's Eastern Quarter, and we understand that you guys are a bunch of, Yakuza, but you know this Yin guy? We were thinking that due to that, you might be familiar with you. Interesting. Am I to assume that you're implying I have connections to this criminal named Yin? No, of course not. To be honest, we simply don't have a lot of info, so we're following up on any and all leads we have. Huh, is that so? A good cover, Lloyd, though. Oh, well, alright then. This may be rather basic information, but I can tell you some of the legends regarding Yin in more detail. We're listening. Write that down, write that down! The name Yin holds a particularly strong influence in the eastern corner. A Xiangshao, an assassin, hidden behind a mask and beneath a pitch-black cloak. No one has ever gazed upon his true face. He appears like a shadow and vanishes like a phantom. His prey has never once escaped. And though it may seem preposterous rather, some say Yin may be immortal. Immortal? What do you mean? Well, the documents show that Yin has been operating as an assassin for at least a century. His rise into legend began shortly after the democratization of the Kalvar Republic. If you were to examine records from that time, Yin's name is frequently mentioned. The demon draped in black sent one prominent figure after another to their graves during this chaotic period in history. Yeah, the story's getting a little bit more outlandish by the second. Over a century? Huh. It's gotta be some scary fable to keep the kiddos in line. No way he's real. No, Mr. Orlando, Yin is very real. Huh? What? Yin far surpasses a mere tall tale in the underworld of the Eastern Quarter. Though his true identity is unknown, Zemaria's greatest assassin can be employed for the right price. A master of all assassination techniques, a martial artist with incredible dexterity and agility who lurks in the shadows. He is recognized as such, and his deadly work speaks to his existence. A certain organization highly values Yin and entrusts many jobs to him, or so the rumor goes. A certain organization, huh? A certain organization, huh? The organization you're referring to... yes, that reminds me. While we're on the topic of Yin, I've heard recent claims of Yin having vanished entirely from the Eastern Quarter. It has come to my attention that he has accepted a hefty job from the aforementioned organization. Apparently, it involved traveling to a certain autonomous state we're all familiar with. I don't like what you're implying. Are you saying that he is here? What's the matter? I haven't given you the name of the organization, have I? Nor the name of the state. You and Ravash are one and the same. Hey, don't do that. Oh, please, refrain from comparing Hiei, to that measly local gang, or at least that's what I'd like to say. Quite frankly, I'm more than impressed with how well they've managed to adapt to this peculiar city. Those persistent little pests have caused quite a bit of trouble for us. Alright, well, so you know, the facade's been down for a minute. You fessing, huh? He's not even pretending anymore. I'm merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. Here in Crossbell, free trade is protected by law, after all. Do you take issue with that, officers? He's got us, huh? Let me ask you this one final question. And it's gonna be a question that gets me kicked out of this place, so, let me say a real delicate like. Has Arkansas been caught in the crossfire between you and Ravash? Oh. We just received information about Ravash's proposal for Arkansas to perform in the Imperial capital. Were you considering a similar proposal too? I have no problem admitting that a certain crowds in the Republic wish to be graced by their presence. However, our company is unconcerned with matters related to the entertainment industry. I certainly am perplexed, though. Why exactly was the threat letter signed with the name of an assassin? That's what I intend to find out. Thank you for your time, Sal. We appreciate your cooperation. And much like the Switch 2s in my local Walmart, I'm out. The Lloyd? You sure we're done here, man? I doubt we'd get much more out of him if we stayed any longer. And besides, Sal already seems more than busy enough, so we really should excuse ourselves. The Lloyd's right. Thank you for being so considerate. One more thing before you leave, Detective Bannings. What is it? Come now, don't look so displeased. Do you recall me saying that I'm a big fan of the SSS? Believe me when I say that that was no lie. Huh? I must say, this current investigation of yours absolutely fascinates me. As one of your fans, I can hardly wait to see how you will resolve this one. I am most certainly looking forward to reading about it. Well, I don't like that, but you know, a fan's a fan, you know? Thank you for stopping by, officers. The branch manager says you may contact us again should anything happen. Oh, that's real delightful. That's real kind of him. We appreciate the offer. Lloyd balled up the number and threw it into the ocean. So now I have to worry about these guys on top of Vavash? Hey, I want to say that they seem a little bit friendlier, or maybe they just see us as so little of a threat they think they can just screw with us. That is not out of the possibility, of the realm of possibility, rather. Ellie, you alright? Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm fine. More importantly, we found out that legendary assassin Yin has managed to infiltrate Crossball City. Now hold on, he didn't say which state, and he didn't say which company. You're jumping to conclusions. We at least managed to get that information out of Sal. Yeah, it didn't seem like he was lying. Also, I don't get the impression that Sal is the one threatening Arkanciel and Ilya. I was thinking the same thing. If that were the case, we'd have no way he'd have hinted at his connection to Yin. Then that would mean Yin's actions are not tied to his employer, Hiwei, but rather he is acting of his own accord. We might be out of options if that's the case. We'll have to call off the performance. Let's assume you're right. That means Sal probably doesn't know Yin's true identity. Sounds like our only option is to catch the legendary assassin then. That sounds... okay. Unfortunately, I bet we're gonna get very close to doing it, and then it's gonna screw up, and we're almost all gonna die, and some Deus Ex Machina will save us at the last minute. If Yin is truly after Ilya's life, then this case may be beyond our capabilities. Huh. There's no guarantee that we'd be able to apprehend a professional assassin like Yin. That being said, wouldn't it be better to leave this to headquarters? No, I don't trust headquarters with none of this. Well, that's... Would they not simply look the other way like they did with the incident downtown, rather? I doubt it. Arkanciel, and by extension Ilya, are incredibly important to the people of Crossbow. Headquarters would definitely take action if her life was in danger. They'd stake their pride on it. That's correct. Oh, hey! With the 1st Division, the detective dude. I am Alex Dudley. Come with me. Huh? Why? Only a fool would discuss information here of all places, like you all are doing right now. We don't have time to waste. Follow me. Understood. What are the odds that this guy is? What are the odds that we Scooby-Doo this case and we pull off his mask and we capture the legendary assassin and it's actually first. And now we'll see who the assassin really is. Oh my gosh! It's first Division Detective Alex Dudley, and I wouldn't have gotten away with it. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you SSS and your stupid wolf. ZDDDoo. Hey, what's up, Alex? What's the matter with all of you? I don't know what you were thinking waltzing in there like that. Furthermore, you decided to discuss your investigation within earshot of their building. Yeah, our bad, sir. You're right, we weren't being careful enough, huh? Well, what's done is done. Well? Well, what? Are you going to explain to me what you were babbling about with Arkanciel? And as this relates to your little visit to Hiwei? Better tell me everything you know. Excuse me? Where is this coming from? It is brazen for you to demand that after showing up so suddenly. I wonder which of us is truly brazen. The 1st Division has been keeping tabs on Hiwei for over a month already. You're the ones who barged into our investigation without any notice. Wait, seriously? Does that mean you're after Yin too? So you know about Yin. Well, no matter, start talking and don't leave anything out. If you don't comply, I won't hesitate to file a complaint to Sergey rather, over this obstruction of our investigation. Damn it. Alright, fine. However, our investigation is a formal request submitted to the SSS, so we need it to stay confidential. I'll be the one to decide that. Out of the details already, this is in order. I understand the situation. I didn't think there was anything concrete, but it seems they finally tipped their hand. Are you referring to Yin? Yes, I am. Hiei employed a legendary assassin as a trump card in order to threaten Ravash's influence. The first division rather received an anonymous tip with information regarding Anywho, we've been surveilling them ever since. But who would have thought that a group of amateurs would stumble onto the scene, and give us the lead we needed? Wow, that almost sounded like a compliment. I would like to inquire as to why you only had Y'all, I was all set pronouncing this, and then all of a sudden, Heiwei. Anywho, I'm under the impression that your team is leaving Ravash unchecked. What are you implying? The first division already understands Ravash's operating procedures. We're also fully aware of both incidents downtown and how they've used their warhounds. Don't think for a second that we haven't kept tabs on cases you've been getting involved in. I mean, that makes sense. I feel like headquarters should know about that. What? Then why? If we got involved in every little thing they did, there would be no end to it. None of the incidents you took on were anything as serious as murder. They were simple, petty crimes. I think a lot of the people could have gotten murdered by those dogs, not for nothing. Do you honestly think we'd put off more important cases to divert our limited personnel to such minor issues? I understand that, but still, those of us in the first division are leagues apart from know-nothings like yourselves. Okay, we're about to stab Dudley in the kidneys. We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in the city where justice is a constant uphill battle. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies, and you aren't doing the best job in the world. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? I knew it. I always had a feeling. Crossbows, peace and prosperity are hanging by a thread. Yes, and most civilians have failed to realize it. Sure, it may be popular to read stories on Ravash's ties to Imperial faction Diet members, rather. Meanwhile, Heiwei is in the process of deepening their relationship with the Republic faction. If we allow any further progress, rather, they'll be untouchable. Our laws against espionage are lax as well. Agents from foreign... Well, that's the fault of, like, the Diet and the mayor. They should just up those laws, you know what I mean? Agents from foreign intelligence agencies, rather, are free to enter and leave however they'd like. I never realized. This is unbelievable. Well, you're talking Crossbill's already got one foot in the grave. In a situation as desperate as this, our only option is to simply do what we're able to. We assess how dangerous each case is, and even if we can't solve the root cause of it, we can at least lessen the impact. Handling Yin is nothing more than solving one part of a larger puzzle, We haven't been able to keep a close watch on the case regarding Arkansas. Thank you for the valuable information. The first division will handle it from here. You may return to your usual duties. What? The hell is this crap? After carefully assessing the situation, I've ascertained that Yin is more than a mere legend. We'll be observing Hiei's movements while protecting Ilya Platier from falling victim to our mysterious assassin. Tell me, would you be able to handle all of that? We could try, dude. Given our lack of resources, it would prove to be difficult. At the very least, I can let you handle contacting Arkansas. Make sure you tell them that their case has been transferred to the First Division. See to it that they're given a proper explanation. Yeah, I still don't trust that guy, actually. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna tell them that. If it gives me the option, I was like, tell them that it's been transferred or don't. I'm gonna say or don't. What the hell? He just shows up, gives us shit, takes our case, and then drives off. And in a personal vehicle at that, adding insult to the injury. We should have stabbed his kidneys and taken the car for ourselves. You're right. As frustrated as we all are, I understand where he's coming from. I actually agree with him. The scope of this case has gone way beyond our level of experience. All we can do is inform the troop of and offer our sincerest apologies. I guess you're right. We have run out of options. Ellie, give us a motivational speech. Hold on, guys. What's up? And Lloyd, you're the last person I expected to hear that from. You told us to oh, we're about to do a slow zoom too. You told us to overcome our barriers. You said as long as we're together, there ain't no barrier high enough. Ain't no barrier low enough. Ain't no barrier wide enough to keep us from solving some crimes. So why are you giving up so easily? Ellie? Whoa now, where's this coming from? Didn't you already tell us it'd be better to head to headquarters? Wait, is that? I did, didn't I? Ellie? I understand. I'm frustrated too, Ellie. I want to do something about it as much as you do. If you don't want us to give up, then we'll find another way. No, it's alright. I'm sorry, everyone. I think I just had a rough day is all. Ellie? Well, we spent our entire day running into one jackass after another. Let's go report back to Arkansas and we can head back to base and relax for a bit after. That sounds like a reasonable plan. Sure, sounds good. Is that okay with you, Ellie? Yes. Thank you, everyone. Let's be off to Arkansas then. Like heck am I about to tell them? Forget about that. Like heck am I about to tell them that? Where are we at? Here. Huh? Oh my gosh, rich folk. Oh, what a surprise. Good afternoon, Miss Ellie. Miss Ellie? Hello, grandfather. Ernest? Did I hear her right? This man is Ellie's grandfather? It has been some time. I'm glad to see you're doing well. How's work been going? We're just about to give up. We're still new to this rather, so there's still a lot for us left to learn. Yo, it's kind of crazy. This man might have had this hair color his entire life, because Ellie seems to have been born with, like, this gray hair. But I assure you, I didn't intend to bring any shame upon the McDowell name. Oh, Ellie, I've told you before, haven't I? You don't have to worry yourself over things like that. Are these your colleagues by chance? Yes, they are. Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings, but everyone calls me Lloyd Bannings to my detriment, and I'm with the CPD Special Support Section. Tio Plateau. How do you do? How do you do is crazy. Randy? How's it going? Name's Randy Orlando. We have 3 very different intros. One very proper, one I don't know what I'm doing, how do you do? And one, hey what's up, my name's Randy Orlando. You'll find me over there at the casino later tonight. Hoo-ha! The name is Henry McDowell. It is a pleasure to meet the 3 of you. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter. It's quite the opposite, sir. Ellie's the one that's always looking after us. Mademoiselle is a bona fide genius when it comes to dealing with all the paperwork we gotta go through every day. That does not excuse your utter lack of assistance, Randy. Is that so? Well, what is important is that you're content with your post. You know, Miss Ellie, I really think you should make some time to stop by every once in a while. I'm sorry. I've been hesitant to rely too much on my family since I began living on my own. Even so, don't you? It's fine, Ernest. Ellie wishes to stand by her decision. Listen, dear, continue down the path you've chosen until you're satisfied. I cannot mix business with personal affairs, but know that I will help you rather out the best of my ability. I know. Thank you, grandfather. Now then, shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with the Business Owners Association next, correct? The BOA? Yes, sir. It's scheduled for 5 p.m. Ooh, look at that. It's a fancy Orbital car. Orbital limousine, almost. Whew. Now that's one bitchin' ride. I knew your family was loaded, Mademoiselle. I wouldn't really... Wait just a second. Whoa there. Lloyd? He said Henry McDowell, right? As in the mayor of Crossbell City, that Henry McDowell? Okay, well, I'd like to take one more step backwards. I didn't know his name was Henry. I just knew McDowell. Say what? He is? Come to think of it, I do recall seeing that information in the database. Oh dear. Honestly, it's a miracle that you guys hadn't noticed until now. Yeah, I was gonna say, y'all, for real, how did y'all not notice? I was like, alright, well, she's either like the daughter or something of the mayor. There was always something about your surname that bothered me, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. The mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. Lloyd, we just read the Crossbell Times. And I call myself a detective. Oh, you don't have to beat yourself up over it. Besides, my grandfather's position has nothing to do with me. Oh? Anyway, we should hurry up and speak with Ilya and the others. We still need to let them know that the First Division is taking over the case. Yeah, unfortunately. Yo, Mademoiselle, why do you think your granddad stopped by Arc-en-Ciel? That's a good question. Oh, that? Arc-en-Ciel's first public performance of their new production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I assume he was here for a business meeting regarding that. Alright, well, in we go. Do a little save ski. Bonk, 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 bonk. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah, okay, they are. Wait, what? I thought it was dark. It is kind of dark in here. Are they performing? Gasp. Oh, hold on. We gotta turn off the. Oh, look at them go. Hey, 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 hey. Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. Golden sun and the silver moon. All right. Whew. I love Space Jam. Oh, look. You're back. And just in time, too. That was amazing. You two are incredible. Indeed, I have never experienced anything quite like that. You think so? Sounds like if we iron out the kinks, this might be a real crowd favorite. Oh, that gives me an idea. How about you wait another moment before the moon princess's spin, Risha? That way, it'll give the sun princess just enough time to react in a way that'll really capture the audience's hearts. That's perfect. Your dancing isn't the only thing that's amazing. You're going above and beyond to perfect every little part of the performance. Well, I figure if we can do it, we might as well strive for perfection till it's time to perform. But enough about that. Have there been any developments in the investigation? Oh, that's right. Yeah, actually, it's not exactly good news. What do you mean? Alright then. Let me go grab Yvonne and then you can fill us in on everything, okay? Okay, so Yin is real. He is an assassin. Yeah. This Yin character sounds like he's quite dangerous. You can't be serious. He's really somewhere in the city? Wow, well this sure is a fun story. A shadowy, immortal assassin whose legend is whispered into the dark corners of the Eastern Quarter? Ooh, I love it! This character basically practically begs to be on the stage. I'll have to add him to our next production. Heck, we can even work the general outfit into the third act right now. We just gotta get some white robes and the costume is all set, but he wears all black, huh? Oh, Ilya. This is an assassin we're talking about. Why can't you take this more seriously? We suspect that Yin is being employed by a group known as Hiwe. We still don't quite know why Yin sent Ilya the threat letter in the first place. One thing is certain though, the chance that this is nothing more than a prank has decreased significantly. Is there any chance you could postpone or out of the question? We wouldn't walk off the stage even if a bomb was about to go off. Isn't that right, Yvonne? Well, I suppose so. Yvonne, don't agree with her. Though we aren't all quite as passionate as Ilya, the truth is that all members of RKNCL belong to the stage, heart and soul. You wouldn't find one member of the troupe who would abandon their beloved stage under any circumstance. I may be new to all of this, but I feel the same way. Yeesh. I'm sure people tell you to break a leg out there, but this rig, your legs will be the least of your worries. Hoo-ha! If you intend to proceed with the show, does that mean you are also okay with the First Division taking over security? Well, I mean, it is pretty annoying, but the show must go on no matter the cost. So what kind of people are these First Division guys? They suck. They are a bunch of rude-mouthed, no good, lily-livered sack of trashes that talk down on me, the little brother of your best friend. And she'll be like, okay, out of the question, you guys are still in charge. Well, they're definitely talented and, more than qualified for the job. Objectively speaking, they're excellent at what they do. The members of the First Division are an elite group that live up to their name. They should be able to protect you and your show with the utmost discretion until the curtain call. I was really hoping to avoid having a bunch of police in here. Then again, we have a full house, better safe than sorry. I agree, I think that's for the best. Anyway, we are talking about you here, Ilya. Once the show starts, you won't even notice them. How rude. I'll have you know I always pay close attention to my audience. The show only reaches its full potential when the audience and play are in complete sync. Isn't that one of your famous sayings? For anyone else's case, yes. In yours, however, I'd say it's more along the lines of you forcibly dragging everyone into your own performance. He's not mincing words at all, is he? I mean, it sounds like they've known each other for ages at this point. Indeed, she sure is the very picture of theater geek. Excuse me, Lloyd? Does this mean you won't be a part of the investigation anymore? I'm really sorry, Risha, we don't have much wiggle room here. First Division is going to completely take over the case. With them on it, rather, you won't have anything to worry about it, at least. I see. That's a shame. The only reason I agreed to all of this in the first place is because you were leading the show, Lloyd. Still, I appreciate you looking into this for us. I'll send some tickets your way, thanks. So be sure to come and see the play the next time you're free. Oh, yes. I'm sure we can arrange something, though I'm afraid you'll have to wait until after the anniversary festival. If you're okay with tickets for next month, rather, I can have them sent to you as gifts for free. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, for real, 100% we take those. Oh yes, and here I was thinking I'd have to wait 2 months to see it. It is quite generous, thank you very much. Ellie? Ellie, what's it? Okay. Alright, I'm so sorry everyone, I've caused you nothing but trouble. Don't worry about it, Risha. You have caused us nothing but trouble, though. All the running around we did today is a pretty typical day for work for us, rather. It's simply a part of the job. Yep, no worries, Risha. Forget about us. Just focus on your guys' preview performance. If you say so, then I will. Thank you, everyone. preview performance. The hell? You don't know about it already? Arc&Ciel puts on a sneak peek of their new show before it's available to the public. That's correct, this will be my first time performing in one. People from all over the country, from both industry and media, will be attending. I'm sure many influential people will be invited too in order to boost the awareness of our new show. Wow, that's pretty crazy. It's almost like something is going to happen at that preview performance. By any chance, was Mayor McDowell also invited as well? Oh yes, he's our guest of honor. I'm told he plans to support the show in conjunction with the anniversary festival. He's quite kind despite his busy schedule. He made time to stop by and encourage us. How very much like him. Good luck with the preview, Risha. It may be your first time, but I'm sure you'll perform wonderfully. Wonderful! You think so? Absolutely. Considering all the practice you put in, I doubt you have anything to worry about. Hell yeah, this play is gonna bring down the house. I'm quite looking forward to it. I really appreciate the kind words, everyone. I'll get back to my practice then. Thank you for all your help. Alright, no problem. So here's... something's gonna go down at this preview performance. Everyone's like, so, this preview performance, huh? Actually, nobody's thinking that. They're gonna think it in like 20 minutes, and they're like, y'all late to the party out here. Might be more than 20 minutes, huh? Because we got another sweep. Ready to head back, guys? Might as well. I feel exhausted both mentally and physically. Me too. Is this another sweep yet? Ice cream, get your ice cream. No. That's, I believe, the same. I guess there should be some dialogue in here that changed, right? Boom, ba-dum, boom. Yeah, we want to talk to her. It's a shame that I can't put my favorite little guy in charge. Hey, hello. No, she's not talking. Okay, it's crazy that she's saying this right in a Randy's face. It's a shame I can't put my favorite little guy in charge. I'm back here, Ilya. Oh. Whatever, not much I can do about it. I thought it was just a silly little prank, but this thing's turning to be a real pain in the butt. Alright, well, it is what it is. And you? At any rate, it's been helpful having the veracity of these claims confirmed. I appreciate your collaboration in the matter. I'll have the tickets delivered to you later. I hope you look forward to it. A big preach. No, I actually wanted to go down, but I don't think I've been up here. Yeah, I was gonna... Wait, there's a further up? Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, I feel like... Okay. The fact that we have... a room here, it might not mean a thing, but heck, I doubt that it don't mean a thing. If we're being 100, if I'm keeping the buck with you guys. Hey, what's up? Nikolai, man, today's training session was brutal. Just when I thought I could land a role. Maybe I was right all along. Maybe I just don't have any talent. Oh, Nikolai, of course you got talent. No, I was gonna say nobody's in here, she is. Apparently, my parents are coming to watch our newest production. Better brush up on those skills when I'll embarrass myself in front of them now, would I? You might. Oh, how are you? You're the one. I'm begging you, please refrain from eating and drinking after you've changed. I can't help but feel like you're disrespecting the hard work I put into the clothes. Can't believe they banned us from eating and drinking during practice. Even in the dressing rooms. If I'm gonna chow down on this midday snack, it's now or never. Alright, Plie. You've earned my respect. How are you doing? Okay, let's take it from the top of scene 18. Give me a moment, I need to set the stage up. Great, thank you. They look so busy. Probably not cool of us to distract them during crunch time. Let's get out of here. Nope, I'm distracting. Okay, never mind. They don't want distractions. The boys, you guys forgot something? If you're looking for the theater troupe, or the troupe leader, rather, I'm pretty sure he's in the auditorium. Don't I look simply dead so dashing in this prince outfit? It's like I was born for the role of the prince in our new play Golden Sun Silver Moon. I'll have to be careful not to damage this costume before the performance debut. Believe when I say, I want it that way. I mean, Arkansas's breathtaking choreography can get intense. How intense? Hello? Okay, so that's all the homies. The cathedral's bell rings every day. It's pretty common for tourists to come and listen to its solemn tolling. I feel like we might have a different sweep at this point. I mean, there's a couple easy ways to check. Like, I know Sunday school's definitely over. Okay, never mind. We can't leave. Cutting through the back alley should be the quickest way from here. All right, so yeah, we can't check on anyone else outside of the people that are here. You there, you found yourself at the perfect spot to hang. What do you say, man? What do you say? Want to have some fun? I bet you're pretty stressed. Don't worry. Come in, I'll take all that off your shoulders. The fact that we have to pass by Ravash is a little worrying. We'll open our doors in just a bit. I've got to call our performers and prepare for our specialty cocktails. I don't think I've been here since when there's been a performance. I hope I really do get a chance to. I can open a booster pack on Pokemon TCG. We're looking to order something. We're still getting ready to open, so I appreciate it if you come back. Yeah, no more news for me? Almost work time again. Do I really have to? How many old farts must a gal entertain? Poor girl. Teehee, almost time, the time of day for business to start picking up. Hey there, I'm Eris. That's almost crunch time. All right, good on you, Eris. So you're telling me that, okay, fair enough. And I can't go back, I assume? I can still go back. So this area is still, hey, what's up, y'all? I can actually come down here and, like, chat. How long are you pests gonna keep loitering around here? As long as I want. Hey, what are you doing snooping around here? Thought your business was done. Are you trying to suck up to the boss like all the rest? No, not really. There's a chest on top of that building too. Yo. Oh, am I gonna be running on buildings soon? Like, there's no stairs or anything here. So, like, how do I get to the top of that building? You know what I'm saying? Huh. Okay, well, whatever, I guess. Oh, I should probably head home. If I stay out here much longer, I'm likely to catch a cold. Yeah, you might. But what could really possibly go wrong? Really? Okay, fine. Pick out what you want. Okay, well, I just wanted to double check. I'm pretty sure I got everybody their best weapon again. And I think we've upgraded 2 of them, quote unquote. I was gonna say, I don't know if I gave everybody shoes. Like, we own 4 pairs of engineer shoes. So I gotta go and look at the shoes that we have, because I'll be real, maybe I just didn't equip people with the best shoes. We got these sprinters. I guess I like him moving kind of fast. That means you must have something that has evasion. Yeah, okay. I think that still might be worth it, because evasion has been, yeah, kind of dope. You got the engineer boots. You both have the engineer boots. Okay, never mind. I think we're all right. Bong, bong. Bong, bong, bong. Oh. Wait, isn't that Yin the assassin? Everyone dies. Ernest! Oh, thank goodness. I was just starting to wonder if I came to the wrong place. Ernest? Did you come to see me? Yes, I did. I had business to attend to at the office, so I decided to stop by. Ellie, what's wrong? You don't look too great. Well, if I remember correctly, you guys were visiting Arkansas earlier today, right? Did you run into some sort of problem with your police work? Well, sort of. It's not anything major, but someone in the troop requested our help, and we went to report what we found. That's all. You know, I wasn't sure if I should stop by here today or not. but I'm sure now that it was the right decision. What do you mean? Allow me to be honest, or should I say earnest with you. Ellie, I want you to quit the force and return to us. Quit the force? What? Whoa there, buddy, that came out of left field. You can't be taking out Mademoiselle. She's a valuable part of our quattro. I get the impression that this does not stem from feelings of love, at least. I know it was your idea to join the CPD, Ellie. But seeing you now look so down, worn down rather, so lost. Are you sure this is really the right path for you? Well, what are you saying, Ernest? You can't give him that with just a regular, like, straight face, like, looking off to the side. What are you saying? Listen to me. I know you understand the current political climate and the despair that comes with it better than anyone. And that's likely where your initial urge to join the police originated from, rather. But just try to think about the torment and pain the mayor is going through, how he feels in the current situation. With the anniversary festival coming up next month, Mayor McDowell is up to his neck in work. And after that, it's right back to arguing with the Imperial and Republic factions over the budget. And in 6 months, he'll be up for re-election. I'm sure you know Mayor McDowell has planned to retire, but without someone to carry his policies, he feels like he can't. And Ellie was supposed to be the next mayor? I'm sure that if you were by his side, he'd feel much more confident about being able to keep going with his work. Perhaps I'm overstepping. However, I can't ignore the issue any longer. As someone who respects Mayor McDowell and has been in your family for years, I cannot stand idle any longer. Ernest, of course, the path you ultimately choose to follow is entirely up to you. I just want you to stop and think hard about whether the path you're on right now, rather, is the right one. I'm going to need some time. Excuse me, everyone. I'm tired, so I'm going to rest in my room for now. Sure. Alright, let's rub this guy up. My apologies for showing up out of the blue like this. That's, okay, it seems to be a pretty complicated family matter. Try not to bother Mademoiselle for a while. You got it? Seconded. They might be threatening you, but I am the straight-laced, kind-spoken, son of a gun, little brother figure Lloyd. Thirded. Personally, it feels like you are attempting to take Ellie away from us. Sorry, that is literally your intention. Don't say it wasn't my intention. However, you are aware she originally wanted to become a politician before she joined the police, aren't you? No? Really? Oh, you're pulling my leg. That would explain the seemingly boundless knowledge of politics and economics. As her grandfather, as the granddaughter rather of a mayor, she grew up surrounded by politics. It was only natural for her to want to pursue a career. To that end, she studied abroad in a number of different nations. That's not true. If you grow up in that environment, you just kind of dislike the subject. And also, growing up in that environment could inevitably cause you to have disdain of that subject, but whatever. To that end, she studied abroad in a number of different nations to hone her skills for international relations and learn foreign policies. However, when she returned home last year, she was dead set on joining the CPD. So that's what happened. I was unaware. I always did wonder why a fancy lady like herself was working for the CPD. Would you keep an eye on her until she makes her decision? I can't bear to see her flounder about like this, unsure of the path in life she should take. The bell has tolled. Goodness, it's already so late. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll get out of your hair now. Alright. Are you Zen? Or Yin, rather? Okay then. Be careful of any assassins. Bang! Oh, well, he got him. There certainly have been a great deal to sigh about lately. Sure has. We've been put through so much shit. Definitely one of those days that just kicks you in the nuts over and over again, my gosh. I know what you mean. Anyway, let's report back to the chief and call it a day. That's where things stand. Well, you gonna tuck your tail between your legs and give up here? You're saying we have a choice? Yeah, heck no! We're getting in there! The First Division took over the case. There's no way we can oppose them given the team's position on the force. Yeah, guess not. The Fox will track you down and give you the longest pitching session yet. Probably. Could we not simply offer our assistance to the First Division? Don't know how that would play out considering the shit we got from that glasses wearing dick. Yo, I love Randy so much. Yep, that's also a long shot. CPD is real fussy when it comes to jurisdiction. Makes cooperation between departments a real pain in the ass. That goes double for the First Division. No way a group of elites like them would accept help from a group of rookies like the SSS. But if you're talking about working incognito, that's another topic altogether. Sir? This is the Special Support Section, the most unconventional department on the force. Sure, HQ tends to ignore us, but that gives you guys a certain level of discretion you can use to your advantage. Basically, as long as you stay quiet about it, you can poke your noses in other departments' jurisdictions without sending them into a tizzy. Yo, I love Sergey. Oh. You do realize you just said we can ignore superior's orders, right? What a bad influence. It's like I told you before. I might not be able to help you in the field, but I'll cover your asses when I can. In the end, you guys will need to be the ones who take action, though. It's incognito time. Everybody open up your Chrome browser. Go ahead and open up your incognito tabs. That being said, your current situation might make this plan impossible to pull off. One of you is struggling to figure out what to do. That is something that can only overcome by operating as a team. You're right, but yeah, it's hard to get fired up without Mademoiselle with us. The way she was acting, it was like her head was somewhere else entirely. She did tell us she has been like that all day from what I could tell. Is Ellie going to be alright? Let's go check up on her, guys. So it's like, man, whatever. Over the past 2 months, I thought we'd become pretty close. But it seems like I never really understood the important things that she was dealing with. Maybe I'm just bad with girls. I had no idea that she was Mayor McDowell's granddaughter, even though I knew that her last name was also McDowell. And an aspiring politician on top of that. If I recall correctly, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? So how did you end up with the CPD? Well, to put it simply, this is my way of getting some real-world experience. While I didn't attend the academy, I did take a written exam and marksmanship test when I applied. They couldn't really reject me since I got perfect marks on both tests. You know, the more I learn, the more I feel like we're worlds apart. Worlds apart! Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-da-da-dum. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-da-da-dum. Boom, 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 ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Only like 10 of you are gonna get that reference. But for the 10 of you who get that reference, we ain't worlds apart. Do you think so? It's pretty rare for rookies to have their detective license, though. You must have your own reasons for joining the CPD, right, Lloyd? Well, that's... Perhaps it'd be best to continue this talk after we've officially become co-workers. Ha! We are officially co-workers now! Alright, it's time to have that talk. I'll go see if Ellie's up for a chat. If she's worried about something, maybe I can help somehow. And maybe we can continue that conversation we started. And I can look at my sweet rad car. Wow! One day I'm gonna have one of these bad boys, but not today. What if he just went to sleep instead? Alright, Ellie, what's up? She doesn't live on this floor. Are they on the higher floor?
Yes.
Ellie McDowell!
Eddie.
Yo, Ellie, you got 60 seconds. No reply. Is she asleep? No, I don't sense anyone inside. Sorry, Ellie. I'm coming in. Just as I thought, she's not here. Where could she have gone? I'll try looking around the building. Better believe I know she's on the roof. Huh? Yeah, I was gonna say, you always come to the roof to think. Lloyd. Hey Ellie, how'd you know it was me? Just a hunch. I don't know why, I had a feeling you'd come here. I guess you were right. Breathtaking as always. Isn't that the IBC in the distance? We've been there. Yes, it is. I doubt you would find a cityscape as beautiful as Crossbow even if you scoured the entire continent. Yet, the more the lights of the city shine, the more dim the stars seem. Ooh, that's true. The purity of starlight, the symbol of Idios' love. Ellie! I was thinking over everything that happened today. With Ravash, Heiwie, and Dudley. No matter what you do, you can't change Crossbow's true nature. Ravash's iron grip is here to stay. I am merely referring to them as fellow business competitors. Here in Crossbow, free trade is protected by law, after all. Do you take offense with that, officers? We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in a city where justice is a constant uphill battle. We're expected to suppress major crime to protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? That was the darkness of the city. The tragic state. The tragic truth, rather, of the state called Crossbow. We're kept alive only by the will of the Empire and Republic, stripped of all pride, and fed constant lies and deception. We're drowning in false prosperity, and novelty is only because our captors allow it. Dang. I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. If either one of them wanted to just, like, go, they could go. Everyone just surrenders to these circumstances and accepts the status quo without realizing its true cost. That's the city we live in. Maybe you're right. But you don't want to surrender just yet, do you, Ellie? I once had a mother and father. Oh no, bro. I suppose putting it like that makes it sound as though they've passed away. Oh, they didn't? Okay, well, I thought that's where we're going. They're still very much alive. What I mean to say is, they've divorced when I was little. Or they divorced when I was little, rather. My mother lives in the Empire now, and my father in the Republic. Oh, dang. Oh, wow. I had no idea. That's kind of wild. My father was born and raised in the Republic. He moved to Crossbow City and met my mother. After marrying into the McDowell family, he strove to become a politician. Immediately after he joined the Diet, he recognized Crossbow's ugly, distorted reality. Oh. As someone with a strong sense of justice, he made it his duty to mend this broken city. Year after year, he drafted reform bills, all in hopes of bringing change to the state. It's amazing. No, in the end, none of his bills were ever passed. The Imperial and Republic factions both shunned him and ridiculed him. One by one, his allies betrayed him, friends left him, and he became the laughingstock of the political world. Not even my grandfather, as respected as he is for being neutral, was able to mend his career. Crossbow brought my father to utter despair. She said our channel's trigger word. And then one day, he quit. As a Diet member, as a husband, and as my father. He decided to leave everything behind for Calvard. Yo! Mother couldn't stop him. And at the same time, she couldn't uproot me, still a small child, to follow him all the way there. Eventually, they settled on a divorce and my father was gone for good. It always seemed like Mother hated him for what he did, but I get the impression underneath it all, that she still loved him. It soon became apparent that living in Crossbow, the state that robbed her of her love, would be too much for her to bear. My mother left to go live with relatives in Arabonia. And it was then that I was taken in by my grandfather, who raised me into the person I am today. Wow. Dang, Ellie. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting... everybody's probably got some, you know, tragic backstory. It's not just Lloyd. Everybody got tragic backstory. It's the same with everybody in the first game, too, except, really, Tita. Tita didn't really have any tragic backstory. Scheherazade did. Well, Tita didn't have tragic backstory. I guess she has a tragic story now in the friend that she made in Rin, and now, you know, they are separated. So, you know, she has tragic. She now has childhood trauma, actually. Woo! We'll continue. We'll talk about that a little bit later. That was the reason I was drawn to following him down the path of politics. It wasn't due to any desire to avenge my father or anything like that. I just couldn't understand it. How a family so happy and loving ended up falling apart so completely. After I made my decision, grandfather began to help me. I studied abroad all over the continent, focusing on politics and economics. However, the more I studied, the more I realized how complicated of a quagmire crossbow situation was. Caught between the Empire and the Republic. Our justice, our interests are pulled apart by the gravity of immense power, entangled with their own and distorted beyond all recognition. It was there, I hit a wall, an insurmountable barrier in my way. A barrier? Have I said barrier this episode? Actually? Yeah, ain't no barrier high. Yo, okay, never mind. Look at them. They're bringing back that key word. Ain't no barrier high enough. Ain't no barrier high. Ain't no hole down low. Ain't no sewer low enough, you know, because we go into the sewer pretty often. The same one my father faced and the one that my grandfather faces as well. Do you know who represents the government of Crossbow State, Lloyd? Isn't it Mayor McDowell? Yes, but no. Well, yes, but he's not the only one. It's actually both the city mayor and the speaker of the Diet. Grandfather and the Imperial faction speaker, Hartman, jointly represent our government. That's how we operate according to state law. Sounds like I should have studied a bit more. But wait, why did Crossbow adopt such a divided system in the first place? Isn't it obvious? If two representatives from opposite factions have equal authority, they can hinder each other. They can hinder things for each other, rather, making political reform nearly impossible. No way! But now that you mention it, it does make sense. With two people on top, one side can easily sabotage the other if they try and push some sort of reform through. The fact that this is a tragic inevitability given Crossbow's founding. 70 years ago, Crossbow was born from a mutual agreement between Erebonia and Calvar. In fact, the state's founders themselves were Imperial and Republic lawyers. Seeing the current state of Crossbow, I can't help but think of it as a curse. Dang. I was at a loss. If I were to continue into the world of politics, that same curse would drag me by the neck and drag me under, just like my father. That's why I decided a new approach, one my family hadn't tried yet. And that was a CPD, and hearing everything that she heard earlier today, like, hey, you'll never change this dirty underbelly. Yes, from there, I told myself I could see Crossbow's twisted reality firsthand, without looking through the muddled lenses of politics. I convinced myself the experiences I gained here would one day be my secret weapon when I finally joined Crossbow's political world. The reform that my father failed to achieve and grandfather is unable to pursue. I thought this new perspective would be the key to finally making it a reality. However, maybe. But perhaps I was just lying to myself. Perhaps I was just running away. Everything that happened today, I knew it was likely that I'd encounter those issues. But still, the reality of things was even colder and crueler than I imagined. When confronted with it, I was at a loss. Maybe I'm incapable of anything on my own after all. Maybe I'm just a broken little girl, abandoned by her mother and father. Dang. So what? Huh? You try way too hard to be perfect, Elliot. Dang, yo, you know what? Tell her, Lloyd. I can't afford to fail. I need to take care of everything myself. Shoulder every responsibility. And in my headcanon, that's how he said it to her, too. That's the way you've been thinking, isn't it? That's not... Today was probably the roughest day yet. Being ridiculed, having to hear all of that, all of our efforts rather are in vain. But think about it. Aren't those the things we signed up for when we joined the SSS? Remember, Elliot, there might be barriers we can't get over today, but that doesn't mean we won't be able to get over them tomorrow. Right now, the barrier that stands between us is the threat letter case, rather. And even though the first division has taken it over, I say we continue investigating independently from them. What? But is there even anything else we can do at this point? Sure, the first division may be great at what they do, but they ain't no Lloyd Bannings. They ain't no son of a fisherman, grandson of a rock star, great-grandson of a prostitute. Or was it stripper? It was definitely stripper, not prostitute. Two very different things. Great-great-great-grandson of the big bow wolf, baby. And I'm a woo at the moon. I got that in my soul. It's obvious that they're stuck in a cop's mindset, only adhering to traditional logic. Maybe a new perspective is exactly what's needed to crack this case. At least that's how I feel about things. Lloyd. So, just like how you joined the CPD to gain a new perspective on crossbow, right? If we're able to solve this case, then I'm sure that means that your goal isn't out of reach either. Of course, I really shouldn't compare our investigating to Crossbow's underlying issues, but what we need right now is the experience of overcoming these kinds of obstacles. We keep clearing these small barriers one by one. Then someday we'll have the power to get over the big ones too. You know, in the 2 months that we've been together, I've come to realize that no, I mean, we're just coworkers. That's what I meant. Oh. You have your own troubles you're working to overcome, don't you? So, how are you able to stay so optimistic? It's in my character. Well, let's see. Maybe it's because I have someone I'm trying to catch up to. Though, that in itself may be a problem, because he's dead. I think I understand. But I'm not as strong as you are. I'm just so tired of it all. I didn't come here with the intention of talking so much about my past. But I just couldn't keep it bottled up anymore. At this rate, I'm only going to drag the team down. Nobody can drag us down. If that's the case, I should probably... Ellie. Are you pinching her ear? Oh, you have the hand on the shoulder, I think? I'm not even sure what you're doing here. We need you, Ellie. Your profound knowledge, your negotiation skills, your sharpshooting, your sense of... justice. Did you just say justice? If we're going to stand up to the city, we're going to need you. But that's not it, though. While all of that is true, my point is this. I'd be happy if you decided to stay by my side, Ellie. I'm sorry? What? We're a bit of a mess. We were a bit of a mess at the start, rather, but I feel like we've really started to become a team over these past 2 months. I don't think that's what she thought that you were saying, my dude. I was like, are you asking me, Lloyd? Even when we're bombarded with stress of daily life, we make time for small things like deciding whose turn it is to cook. We've all come to trust in everyone's individual strengths. It's not every day you find teammates like that. Oh, well... Oh, you were just talking about Yeah, I feel like there's some romantic tension going on between these two now. We may still be rookies. It's still too early for us to tackle every problem by ourselves, but it's too early for us to give in and despair and give up trying to fix things. We'll tackle each day head on. Whatever we can do, we'll keep relentlessly confronting the status quo. And if that fails, we'll come up with some new plan. Together. You, me, Randy and TO2. And despite the way he acts, Chief is always doing something, doing everything he can to support us from the side. Heck, even Zeit has our backs now. And we got this cat that's on the roof sometimes. Yeah, that's right, buddy, cop. And don't forget, Ellie, you're not alone. Hehe. You're absolutely right. I'm not alone. How could I have forgotten something so important? Thank you, Lloyd. Even though it won't be easy to solve all of my problems, I do feel a bit better now. Glad to hear it. Still, apart from the lines, it sounded like they came straight out of a team drama. Lamau! I was a bit surprised. Lamau, I was gonna say, he did pull the the motivational speech. Look, guys, we can do this. We can work together. I'm painfully aware of how cheesy they were, okay? But what do you mean by surprised, Ellie? But because, well, talking about how I'm needed and telling me that you want me by your side, I thought you were confessing your love to me. Dude, Ellie, I was there too, dude. I was like, hey, Lloyd, hello. Confessing? That's not what I meant at all. Oh? So are you saying I'm not good enough then? Yeah, you know that's not it. Oh, come on, you're just teasing me now, aren't you? Just a little payback. Alright, yeah, no, I feel they're getting together by the end of the second game. But you really should be more careful, Lloyd. You might not realize it, but you really do have the potential to be a serious womanizer. Hey, hold on a second. I understand if you were talking about Randy, but why me? The fact that you don't even know you're doing it makes it all the worse. Good grief, Lloyd. I can't believe just hearing those words made my heart start. Yeah, there we go! Y'all, we're locked in. I'm locked in on these two already. I can't believe just hearing those words made my heart start beating so fast. Huh, what was that? Nothing. Anyway, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you reported to the chief. Did you guys come up with a plan for how to continue our investigation? No, not yet. Right now, the case hinges on figuring out what Yin hopes to accomplish. Tomorrow we can ask around and see if we can find some sort of lead. Sounds good. Thanks to you, I'm feeling that I'll be sleeping soundly tonight. How about we hold a meeting tomorrow morning after we get some much needed rest? Sounds like a plan. We did what? Star Blast? What that? By spending 100 CP each, a powerful combination. Yo, we got combo attacks? Like special combo attacks? Not just like chain CP attacks? Oh my gosh. That concludes this week's report. The warhounds they've trained may prove troublesome. If Master Yin were available, he would easily compensate for our lack of force. Very well. We shall continue with our current operation protocols within the city. In addition, recall half of our personnel currently dispatched to Altair. Understood. I shall take my leave, Master Sal. Have a pleasant evening. Yes, yes, to you as well. So the only person we haven't met this chapter really is Freckles. How troublesome. I'd rather not have to request the Elder's assistance. Such help would come with a heavy debt. If only Master Yin were more cooperative, our plans would be proceeding splendidly. Oh, well, that sounds like Freckles. Worry not, I plan to uphold my end of the bargain. Oh, never mind. That's not the kid. That's Yin. It shouldn't surprise me that you were eavesdropping. I don't like that he just walked through the wall, disappeared and fly. Wait, is he F-Ghost? Is that Denny Phantom? Dear me, I fear I may have made a few slips of the tongue. Well, that's not a black mask, you know? That's a silverish mask. Please, we both know you said exactly as much as you wanted me to hear. Just as cunning as ever. Me? Oh my goodness, no. I'm no match for you. So, to what do I owe this visit? Are you perhaps in the mood to cull some warhounds for us? Your subordinates are more than capable to handle that matter. My role is to take care of Ravash's main force, beginning with that man, Garcia. Oh, you're after Garcia? That was what you hired me for, was it not? Oh dear, you truly are no fun. Huh? It's come to my attention that you've become entangled with Arkansas for some odd reason. I'll have you know the CPD is quite good at their job, so don't do anything that will bring us trouble. Do I make myself clear? No need to worry. More important, what is your impression of the special support section? I'm a fan. Oh, so that's what you've come here for. Let's see. They're an intriguing combination of young people. Their leader, Lloyd, most of all. He's perfectly aware of his weakness, and yet he continues to push forward with determination. He seems to have a strong intuition as well. To be quite honest, I quite like people like him. I was not asking about your taste. What about the other members? Again, each of them proves to be intriguing in their own way. Mayor McDowell's granddaughter possesses a keen sense of diplomacy and operates as a team's administrator. As for the girl from the Epstein Foundation, while her opal staff itself is fascinating, I suspect she has some special qualities of her own. Lastly, we have our red-headed fellow. He has a certain air about him, one not dissimilar to our own. Intriguing indeed. I must ask, why have you taken such great interest in them? I simply wish to put them to a little test. Oh, I don't like that. I was curious to find out if they are worthy of taking on a request from Yin. What? I don't like that. What if I'm not worthy? I don't want to go through a little test. Hold on a minute. Can I say no to this test? Isn't it a bit ridiculous? Despite all the work we've put in, we've had no choice but to hand over the case to the First Division. If Risha hadn't asked us in the first place, we'd uncover... Everything we'd uncover, rather, would have stayed hidden. Yeah, you're right. If only there was some kind of diversion that would allow us to continue investigating. You mean... the preview concert? Let's think for a minute. Who would know about Yin in the first place? Well, obviously, Hylie, considering that's his employer. And then there's their rival, Ravash, in the First Division. Do you think we can just get Yin as one of our, like, support characters, like Zayt? Who's tracking Hylie's movements according to Deadly. From there, we can assume that the speaker, Hartman, who's very close to Ravash, knows about him. The man you mentioned yesterday, Ellie? Yes. He's a career politician who more or less rules over the Diet, serving as their leader of the Imperial faction. Honestly, it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that he is Ravash's greatest supporter. Incidentally, almost all of Grandfather's reform bills were crushed by this man. I've always heard his name, but I never knew just how much power he had. If he started Ravash, though, then Yin would be a threat to him as well, I suppose. Yes. Which means they wouldn't have much of a connection. Tio? Randy? You two look completely bewildered. Is there something we're missing? No, it's just... You seem to be in a much better mood today, Ellie. I guess so. I'm sorry about everyone. I wasn't acting like myself. But I'm fine now. I don't intend to be a burden to the team anymore. You've never been a burden to us, Ellie. Quite the opposite. You help us all the time. I mean, look at us now. It's thanks to your political knowledge that we're making progress by leaps and bounds, right? We would have had to look all this stuff up. In books. Oh, do you really think so? Something special. Hey, Randy, don't worry. I smell it too, dude. Agreed, something is very off. Yo, I love these two. I love them. They're my boys. I want to hang out with Randy and Tio. The three of us just need to go to the casino. Wait a minute. You two... You know, now that I think about it, I could swear I heard a pair of voices chattering away on the roof by my window. I wonder... Congratulations, Lloyd and Ellie. I wish the best for you two. Hold on, we didn't do anything that deserves the congratulations, right, Ellie? Yes, I mean, no. We were just talking about life and other things of that nature. Life, eh? Yeah, I talk life with the ladies now and then. So tell me, how far did you two go? Randy! Please, Tio's sitting right there. How far did you go? Is Randy referring to the intimacy people engage in while in romantic relationships? No, not at all. Lloyd and Ellie. Okay, so now the game is going 100% on this, and I'm here for it. Sitting in a tree. That's enough for today. Yes, ma'am. Sheesh. Me and Ellie together, romantically? You guys know that wouldn't happen. Huh? I mean, I don't think we're all that compatible, and I can't imagine our relationship going that way. Uh-oh, Lloyd. Right, Ellie? Ellie! Wait, what's the matter? You idiot. Randy, you need to sit down and have a chat with your boy. He stepped right onto a landmine. Oh yes, you are so right, Lloyd. All I did was ask for some advice on a very unimportant subject, that's all. And there most definitely wasn't any sort of romantic atmosphere, like you oh so graciously pointed out. Alright then. You know, by incompatible, I only meant that we don't exactly make a good... Lloyd, you had your foot in your mouth. And instead of taking it out, you pushed it further down your throat. Dude! Sorry. Well, either way, I'm glad to see you got more fire in you today, Mademoiselle. Yes, thank goodness, sir. I wasn't sure whether or not you were going to stay with the CPD. I'm sorry, I never meant to make you all worry. I don't know where the future will take me, but right now I know this is where I'm meant to be. At least for the next 2 games. So everyone, I'm happy that I get to keep working with you. Ellie. So am I, Ellie. Damn straight. Besides, doubt we'd get much done here without you keeping us in line. I wouldn't have to be so stern all the time if you didn't try and wander off to every other day to the casino, Randy. Well, that's enough of that. What should we do about the investigation? Yo, I love this team. We have 2 extra chairs here. You know what I mean? I feel like we gotta have a full table sometime. Probably eventually we'll have like Joshua and Estelle. Let's keep it a buck. What do we do about the investigation now? Good question. We could always attempt to corner Yin with a different approach than the one the First Division is using. However, that, unfortunately, does not much narrow down our options. In that case, I've got an idea. How about we have ourselves a trip to Calvar's eastern corner? I bet we find ourselves a few clues about Yin there. Huh. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? But would the department even authorize a business trip to a foreign country? The eastern quarter is far outside of our jurisdiction after all. Are we actually about to go to the eastern quarter? What are you doing? I was contemplating looking a bit more into the police database. Perhaps I would be able to learn about the First Division's movements and so on rather. However, I searched last night, so there may not be much in the way of new information. Let's try anyway. Hey, I beat sitting around here and doing nothing. What's wrong? How strange. It seems that we've received an orb mail. What's that again? Aren't they essentially letters that can be sent from terminal to terminal? Precisely. The peculiar thing is, despite being extremely useful, almost no one in the CPD uses the functionality. Most likely because not many officers are trained to use keyboards. And I'm one of them, unfortunately. Well, who's it from? Let me check. It's from Yin. What? What is it? Who would send us? Yep. I, Yin, hereby submit my support request, rather. Overcome this trial and face me, only then will I grant you your mission. What? It's him! Is this some kind of joke? Tio, where was this mail sent from? Definitely not the police department. Got it. It was sent from the IBC, otherwise known as the Okay, well I sorted it for me, Tio. I see the International Bank of Crossbow, I'm like, IBC. What does that mean? The IBC is a bank that rakes in Mira from all over Samaria, right? Why the hell would a place like that be sending us a prank mail? Why do you assume I would know? However, I can say however, this mail was definitely sent from an IBC terminal. I have no way of knowing who sent it. Could it be possible that Gin infiltrated the IBC? It's not out of the question. The IBC is home to a few external companies and organizations. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's a Epstein Foundation office there too. That is correct. An acquaintance of mine works there. However, I should have been more clear. The orbital mail was sent directly from the IBC as a main terminal. Because of that, I think the possibility of an external company being involved is incredibly low. Well, we won't know until we ask them. I want our investigation to fly under the First Division radar, but we really don't have any other choice. Yeah, going undercover this time might be a little tricky. So should we hurry up and check it out before they get in our way again? Actually, we may be able to perform our search in secret after all. Really? Huh? How exactly? My father's best friend works at the IBC. If we explain the situation to him, he might give us a hand. You think so? Well, I mean, Ellie has a lot of connections in this city now that she's got connections at the Times department store. She's got connections at the bank, we know. Ain't that convenient? Well, Mademoiselle, you've got more connections exactly than you know what to do with, don't you? I have a decent amount. Okay, girl, you got plenty of connections. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing whether he's in Crossbow City given how hectic his schedule is. What sort of position does he hold there? You may have heard of him, actually. His name is, Dieter Croy. What? What, is he famous or something? I'll say... Honestly, you can make the argument that he's just as well known as Ilya. Dieter Croy. He's one of the continent's most wealthy individuals and a leading figure in the Sumerian economy, as well as the current CEO of the IBC. He's the top dog in the whole freaking bank. He was originally an old friend of my father, but he's also kept a friendly relationship with my grandfather, and because of this, I've known him a good portion of my life. And his daughter is one of my closest childhood friends. Wow, that's amazing. But even if he is the CEO, we won't be able to do much if he's not there. You're right. I heard that he spends almost half the year abroad on business trips. Nevertheless, there's no harm in trying, is there? Even if he isn't in town, my friend might be, if she even may be able to help us. Alright, let's do it then. We're getting somewhere with the investigation now, at least, but... Are you worried about the intentions behind the orb mail? It was written similarly to the threat letter, but his reason for sending it remains unclear. Well, he went out of his way to challenge us. It'd be rude not to take the bait, you know? Randy! Ellie! Agreed. So okay, I guess we're just gonna walk into an assassin's trap, alright. Cool, my favorite. Did you do anything else here? There's 4 new ones? Okay. Alright, so maybe this episode we will kind of walk around and do these 4 real quick. And as we do these 4, because it's medium, I feel like we're also getting closer to the end of this chapter. We'll do these 4 and we'll end the episode. What else? I guess that's about it. Yeah, we'll do these 4 and we'll end the episode, because we're about 1 hour and 45 in already. That sounds about right. We're about 1 hour 45 in. We'll do these. It'll probably take us another hour. That'll take us 2:45. That's probably enough for... I think that's good for this episode, not for nothing. I will pause real quick to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay, well first let me actually go and get... we can actually get Back Alley Dr. Glenn 4 and 5 today. And I think we probably are able to get a new... maybe a new copy of the Crossbow Times? Maybe not, actually. It's not a new chapter. Yeah, we're still at issue 3. Get her face. She's earned it. We had an emotional time. She's the only person who I don't think we have a decoration for. Let's go put that in her room. And then let's go get, the back alley doctor set. She's in here. Wait, did I already give her vase? Did I just buy another vase? Alright, well, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, what are silly kids? Alright, so back alley number 4 is... I think in this... Oh yeah, we can actually go in here now.
Hi.
That's what I wanted to check. Ellie, you can be in charge. It seems like it's your episode anyway. So... Helmer will give us back alley doctor number 4. So let's go into here for the first time. This is her estate. Alright, alright. Hey, what's up? Oh! Lady Ellie! It's been far too long, Joanna. I apologize for showing up unannounced. Not at all. I shall prepare a meal immediately, as I was already getting ready to do so. So, does this mean you have retired from the police force and returned home? I washed your jammies. They should be in your designated location, your jammies. Oh, and I already cleaned up your room and make your bed every day, rather, so you're welcome to use it whenever you like. I apologize, Joanna. I only came to visit. I haven't retired from the police force, nor am I planning to do so anytime soon. Oh, I see. My apologies for assuming otherwise, my lady. I hope you continue to work your hardest. Of course. Thank you, Joanna. Dang. Poor Jojo. Is something wrong, Joanna? No, well, actually... I've been hearing the special support section is a thankless post, rather. Yep. She seems concerned for you, Ellie. I'm sorry, Joanna, but I'd like you to continue working for the SSS a little while longer. I would like to think, I think rather you would excel at any job you wish to pursue, Lady Ellie. You are welcome to step by anytime. Alright, well, thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe. I didn't even notice the center room at first. I saw it and I was like, oh no, we gotta go in here. Oh, what's up? Lady Ellie. It's been far too long. I don't believe you visited ever since you joined the police force. I apologize I haven't come sooner, Helmer. So has anything changed around here? Not that I'm aware of. Let me see. I managed to stay in good health and, let's see. Master Henry continues to work tirelessly, to no one's surprise, I might add. Oh, and what are we ever gonna do with him? Man, Mademoiselle's place is as decked out as I was anticipating. This must have cost a fortune. Yes, when we visited before, I saw the magnificent inside. I saw that the inside was just as magnificent. She also appeared to be well acquainted with the butler. Well, the McDowell family has been distinguished for a long time now. This is precisely why I didn't want to bring you all here. I knew this was bound to happen. You all like to read novels. I enjoyed this book during my breaks, but I finished it now, so I'd like for you to have it. Hope you'll enjoy it just as much as I did. Thank you. Met with Ernest today. I assume he worries about you in his own way, my lady. I can sympathize with the feelings he has. Seeing my lady suffer and appear lost has taken a toll on my heart. Thank you for your concern, Helmer. I'm going to be fine, though. I have no longer any doubts. Really? Huh. That remark may have been uncalled for, then. Excellent. Ain't no doubts in her mind. No doubts in her heart. Alright, great. So, we're done. Wait, hold on. Even a cat can do it. How to prepare a delicious cake is on the shelf. Okay, well. Alright then. Cool. New recipe from a bookshelf on the... Oh, we actually just did this. Well, while we're here, I'd also like to... There's like 2 places. Well, you're already here. I can't believe people these days. Whatever happened to good old-fashioned home cooking? Been seeing a lot of folk delivering pizza here while Well, I've been lounging around, I swear these days. Too busy with their glamorous lifestyles to even whip up some something healthy to eat. I don't know if that's true, my dude. I think the pizza delivery might be a cover-up because, like, I know that these people love to cook. I know Sophia out here does a whole lot of cooking. She has a whole cooking class. Huh? What's up? Are you ready yet, Colin? I'm going to leave you behind if you don't hurry up. No, wait for me, Mama. I regularly pray at the cathedral this day of the week. Oh, Colin, how long does it take to put on a simple pair of socks? What are you doing, kid? Watering the plants, watering the plants. I forgot to water the plants this morning. Oh my gosh, Colin, you dork. Okay. Those are the two houses that I care about here. So back alley 5 is at Bellegarde Gate, which is yeah, Ellie, you're back in charge. To the east. I'm sorry, the west. So that's the northern exit. I need to go to the western exit, which is by the nope. Which is by the this way. I think I have to come south here, and then I'll be able to go more west. And western. Thank you. So this back alley is talk to Brood on the 2nd floor. So we gotta talk to Brood on the 2nd floor. Gotcha. Hello. Over in Knox Forest, you'll find the police academy. Yes, the police academy, right? Our unit is in charge of security over there too, actually. Okay, nothing special. Randy, you up for a spar next time you stop by? Huh? Where's this coming from? Well, it's just we were stationed here, and once I never once beat you in any of our combat drills. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. It's like you ran away without giving me the chance to even things out. You seriously hung up on that? Fine. But I'm a little busy right now. If I remember next time, if I remember next time rather, I'm game. Hope that hope that means we actually get to do that next time. I'm sorry. My reputation as a member of the CGF hinges on this fight. Randy, don't forget about our fight, okay? I was gonna say, her sprite looks familiar, but I guess she's just tourist. People keep telling me Crossbell isn't safe for a woman traveling alone, but look at me, I'm safe and sound. Still, I guess present-day Crossbell is a lot safer than it used to be. I'm sure I'll be alright. I'm sure she'll be alright too, but like, we'll see. You in here? Yeah, what's up? You shouldn't be loitering around Bellegarde Gate for too long, you know? What's your deal? You worrying about me as a special occasion? Oh, that reminds me, I've heard from more than one source that you begged and begged Brass not to fire me way back when. Wait, could it be? Are you in love? Don't be ridiculous. I just didn't want to lose a valuable soldier over some silly reason like that. Huh? Silly reason? Do you mean Randy's trouble with the women here? Randy's the only person I can think of who'd get kicked out for being too much of a womanizer. Don't look at me. Trouble with women? Come on, Muriel. It's nothing to be shy about. You were a little in love with Orlando, right? I'm sure if you admitted, you'd feel better. As usual, talking to you gets us nowhere. I admit it. I was strongly against Randy's discharge. However, it definitely wasn't due to having romantic feelings for him. Just thinking about it logically, I thought... To sum it up, you knew that you'd be lonely without me around, in a platonic way in as platonic of a way as you'd like to attest. Think whatever you want, Randy. Yo, Randy is out here. Hey, you know what? If he can... Randy's Riz... Okay, the Randy Riz is real. I'm gonna give it to him. He's earned it. He deserves it. We love him. Alright. This guy's still not here. Nobody's here. there anybody else on the second floor right now? Oh, hey. Looks like my break is already over. Time to get back to it. When I think of Warrant Officer Murray as my boss instead of a commander, work here becomes a lot more bearable. All right. I just finished this book while I was on break. Why don't you guys take it with you? 5. All right. Now that I work under the CGF commander for a while now, I know without a doubt, but my boss is the absolute worst. Yes. Let's clear this area out so we don't have to come back here. Logins, Sig. I don't know if we talked to Sig, actually. Talked to Beyond in the rest area. Beyond? What kind of name is Beyond? We've talked to Mireille, we've talked to... No, we haven't talked to Dahlia. Oh, I remember Dahlia. Dahlia, what's up? Did you take a break? 2 years ago, both the Guerrilla Fortress railway guns were pointed right at us. It was definitely touch and go for a while. The possibility of a major conflict had us on high alert. Thanks to the non-aggression pact, the gates have been relatively peaceful, but I'll never forget the fear I felt that day. The signing of the non-aggression pact 2 years ago finally relieved tensions across Crossbell. A crossbow. I applaud Queen Alicia for leading the charge for its establishment. For real, for real. I do kind of like if you didn't play the last game. I didn't even know there was, anywho. I do like that if you didn't play the last game, rather. And there is somebody in here. Who are you? Guardsman Klessa? Belgard Gate doesn't have the nicest atmosphere thanks to our commander, but by contrast, Stella's candid, free-spirited personality is like a breath of fresh air from the goddess herself. Alright, great. I would still like to talk to you. Hi, everyone. Feel free to look at one of our menus. Not that we have a whole lot to choose from at the moment, though. Alright, well, nothing new from you. Alright. Who are you? I drive my Obel car to the Empire and back all the time, so the constant inspections here are a real pain in my keister. Well, my car is still better suited for business trips than the bus or the train. I suppose I can live with a few inspections every now and then. Excellent. How about you? Buses that travel to the Empire are few and far between. I'm not surprised given how inexpensive the railway network is, coming to Crossbell, and I guess Cold Steel. Expansive railway network, so that's going to be their gimmick. We are going there next. Coming to Crossbell is way more convenient when traveling by train. Oh, you're sick. At least on the surface, we make a point of saying that we filter out some of the people who get through the gate. However, you can get into Crossbell by the railway, and they don't conduct any sort of inspection at all of the station. They do have some inspection at the station. As things stand, spies and the like rather from the Empire and Republic can infiltrate Crossbell as they please. That sucks. In other words, the inspections we conduct are here nothing other than performances to keep the public happy. Alright, well, fair enough. Yep. Beyond in the rest area. What is this? Freight line. Oh, interesting. Huh. Well, you're not beyond. Oh, I've never been to this area, I don't think. Your name is Beyond, and that's crazy. Crossbell Guardian Force weapons are basically split into two types. You have your stun halberds, which are used for close combat, and you have your assault rifles for long combat. Mastering both of them is a necessity for any soldier in the CGF. You know, I heard a rumor saying that Randy used to be the best of the best to the CG when it comes to stun halberds. Why do you say we leave old stories like that in the past? Oh, but it's true. I saw you fight during combat drills, and man, you were a class of your own. Okay. He's downright incredible. You're dang right he is. He has, not saved me on a couple of occasions, but he's done his job. And now his accuracy is normal, so you know, it is what it is. Alright, so let's try and knock out some of our quests then. Because we do have a fair chunk of... we have a fair chunk of people to talk to. So we might just hit up some of our favorites first. But for right now, let us do what we have in terms of nope. In terms of our it's this button. Detective Notebook and these quests here. So we have East Crossbell. What do I have to do actually the thing? Oh, we gotta go to the IBC. So we will not be going to the IBC. We have to do, we have to go to Long Lao, Trinity. We have to go to the hospital. And what is this? Oh, just a monster extermination. What's the items of note? Charge attack and snort attack that can inflict burns. Noted. So, East Crossbell Highway. We are on West Crossbell Highway. The hospital is to the east, or is the hospital to the south? Hospital's to the east. Hospital's to the south. I was gonna say, is there anything to the east that I need, actually? It doesn't look like it, dude. That kind of sucks. Okay, well, I guess we'll go to the east real quick, just because... I mean, it's kind of whatever at this point. Alright, so we're going East Crossbell Highway. I'm not even 100% what that thing does. Does it tell me where on this, It's just somewhere. I'm kind of willing to bet it's at the crossroads. At the very least, the other one was at the crossroads, so I'm just gonna say, hey, probably so. East Crossbell, and we are, yeah, okay. No. I was gonna say, is there like anything like different or special? Oh, it might be the monster that's up and to the right that's yellow. No, I'm thinking about it. No, I'm the one that's yellow. That's so funny. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stand here. Are there any that are like not moving? That's moving. We're all at least. And this is also me just gambling that it is. Somewhere on this highway, you know what I mean? Because it very well just could not be, you know? Oh, I'm sorry, if there's open chest around here, I don't think this might be one of the areas I have not been to. Yeah, I actually do want you in charge, because you're a good hitter. Yeah, I have not been this way. Oh, the circle, I think, is the super monster. I was like, there's something that indicates, oh my gosh, big old monster. Okay. Alright, so there's a thing here. EP charge. Sorry, no returns, no exchange, or chest credit. I would like to... There we go. I'm surprised that thing lost me, which is kind of crazy. I'm not sure if I have attacked one of these before. There was a much easier way to check, and instead I just murdered it. Okay, I kind of hate that. Sure. Yeah, I don't think I fought anything on this route, so let me actually start looking around. I assume that they... Okay. Yeah, whatever. You. Analyze that one. Yeah, I was like, it's a plant. It's gonna... Good job. We got what I wanted. Oh, we got a couple level ups too. And they should be leveling up soon. Heaven's Eye. Oh my gosh. Heaven saw that, you know. Heaven's Eye is the combination one, right? I'm trying to remember things. So Heaven's Eye, I think, combines... what was it? Eagle Eye and something else? Whatever. We're about to find out. Eagle Eye and what? Information. Yeah. Actually, what does that... So it's 2, 1, and this one becomes 3, 1. Okay, well, yeah. Certainly. Cool. So does anyone else have information? Because we can just get rid of it. No. Okay, great. That was awesome. I'd like to get this chest real quick. Got him. I was gonna say, I don't think I have... No, do not. Yes, cancel this team rush. You just attack this one. Okay, so we have gotten that one before, but we haven't gotten this one, so let's do that. Alright, great. Now we can start cooking. I'm not even sure what that did. Alright, oh, y'all are like so close. So very close. It's fine. Give me this. Terrell Bomb. Wait a second. I'm not Adol. Where am I? Oh, that's the thing. That thing's so slow. Alright, if you give up on me, I'm just gonna kick you in the cheeks. No? You're just not gonna... Alright, well, we're just gonna go fight this guy. Well... Hello. Yeah. Well, might as well give it a try. Blind away! Sweet. Man, I love it when I can blind them. You are at 200%, but let's just try a regular attack first. I think we really need to do some magic on these guys. In fact, I'm just gonna try and get ahead on let's do some magic on these guys. Yeah, sure. You're about to level up anyway. Analyze this one. Once it begins its charge, it's nearly impossible to stop. Or it's nearly unstoppable, rather. Fire is what we want to use on him. Good. Sure. Yeah, once again, it is magic that we want to get going here. Sure, might be able to get, some free burns on them too. Okay. Very good. Oh yeah, that burn is doing good work. You do have Firebolt now because of that other thing. And, hey, heal Ellie. Get back into her good graces. I'll be real, burn might be enough to kind of win us the match. Go and try and... Oh, dang. And neither of those are really good. Here, just... There you go. Sure. Go ahead and do this again, I guess, but they'll won this one. Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, you just do that. Once the both of you go, we should be good to go. Go heal him. Why not? Yep, and then that one should be gone, and then... Ah, sure, hit it. There we go. Oh, I think you even got the Petrify on him, which is awesome. Good job, and good job. Alright, we're all level 20. You love to see it. Alright, so that one's done. I am still gonna go after you in the event that... Yeah, I was gonna say, in the event that we see a monster that... yeah, cancel that, I'm sorry. See a monster that we don't have details. Okay, surprisingly enough, we actually have details on all of these. Can I undo and redo my... Okay, well, whatever. And I'm gonna just try and get a little bit of this. There you go. I really don't remember getting a snake thing, you know? But apparently I have. Whatever. Cool. I do need to beat these monsters just to get, you know, some stuff. Okay, so there is still, like, a way to go over here that I've not gone before, so... there's 3 chests over here, so let me try and get these chests now. At least 2 of them look like chests that will whoop my trick. So nothing there, there should be... Yeah, there's a monster chest there. Look at all that Sepith, baby. My buddy's from Liberl, and he got his message written by the original crew of the Chest Riders. Oh my gosh. Alright. You. Alright, well... Randy, you attack multiple people at the same time with your S-Craft. So... I'm gonna Crash Bomb first. I feel like at this juncture, just most fights just start with a Crash Bomb. Even if, like, it's a boss fight. If there's other underlings, you always gotta be like, alright, well, maybe we can blind everybody. Randy, you can go. You're back at 200%. Hit everybody over there. Thank you. Also, these guys aren't really that big of an issue. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Most of me is also like, Randy, I guess you didn't really need to do that. Hey, but range is nice. What is that? Yes, my cousin is Erebonian, and he did get, he didn't even get a message. Oh no. Didn't get me, dummy. I think I do need to... Oh my gosh, it's a wall twerker. No, I've gotten this one too. Okay, certainly I've gotten... Okay, well maybe I just didn't. Alright, well, sure, fine, whatever. Craft. I think I might actually be able to get all 3 of you before... Nope, I can get 2 of you. You have a... Not really. You. Get out. Could have sworn that I did that already, but it is what it is. Oh, now everybody's right around me. So how do I do the combination S-Craft? Do I have to do it like from... It's a combo, I see. Yeah, I want to try it. This craft menu is combos. They are powerful techniques involving 2 character strength. Unleash these attacks and target any targets within the range of either character. Alright, well, here we go. Within the range of either character is kind of dope. Alright.
よしもう大丈夫だ
That was pretty cute. So does Lloyd have one with everybody? I kind of hope that like Tio and Randy have one. I pray. It is us, the third wheels. Alright, let's slow that down. Open this up real quick. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to defeat that one. That one seems like a hey, come back later. You know what I'm feeling? You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and save over this one. We didn't do anything special. Yeah, we're not quite ready for that. We could probably come back there in like 5 more levels. Do I need to do anything at Tangram? Probably. Probably not a lot, though. So let me go in here and get it while we're here. I expected to just do the 4, Boom, boom. Yeah, there's a couple people in the mess hall. Commander Bales is in her office. Okay. Okay. Deputy Commander Bales. Also a couple people in the mess hall. Here. Oh, and this must be a Calvardian car. Okay. Okay. Cool. Oh, hey, my bracer friends. Lin is a master practitioner of the Taito martial style, which originates from old Calvardian tradition. When it comes to hand-to-hand combat, she's probably the best crossbow guild branch has to offer. Damn, really? I've heard the same martial arts that some high-ranked bracer from Calvard uses. I was gonna say Taito style, I know about that. That explains why Lin here carries herself the way that she does. I guess that does. You know, I understand that. We have a job that's taking us to the Republic, so Lynn's raring to go. If she gets any more fired up, she'll end up scaring our client away. We're heading to one of the guild branches in Calvard for some official bracer business. Man, I've got an itch to show off my skills in my home country. I'm just ready to scratch it. Not that it would really make my day rather if there were some new eager recruits to whip into shape. Wow, Lynn, you're merciless. Naturally, being a bracer isn't something to be trifled with. When I was training in martial arts, my teachers would never let me slack, not even for a second. The guild branch we're heading to is in a bit of a tricky location, rather. If we took the train, we'd make transfers, rather, but lucky it's a straight shot by bus. Buses might be slower than trains, rather, but they can sure cut down on travel time every now and then. Definitely something to keep in mind, I'd say. Alright, well, I mean, we've only taken buses. At least here. So that was the 2 of them in here. The ladies, Aeolia and Lynn. Bales is on the 2nd floor. I think I can only access the 2nd floor like going this way, this way. Oh, this is the restroom. What are you doing here? Okay, now every time I see Chiruru just hanging around, I'm gonna be like, Chiruru, what you doing here? These beds aren't too shabby. I've slept in many, many inns, so believe me, I know a comfy bed when I see one. Gosh darn it, Chiruru. Despite not having the most elegant appearance, the beds are quite soft. Crazy. Whose little bear is this? I guess yours? CFG guardsmen are required to live at the gate they're stationed to. Every sergeant major rather stays here most of the time, believe it or not. Alright, well, nothing new. And we know her office is this one. What's up, Bales? Actually, what's up, Seeker? Hello, everyone. I was about to head out for my daily patrol of the highway. I'm sure you all are painfully aware of how dangerous a crossbow can be, rather. I can't let any tourist wander into the lion's den, you know? Alright, well, good for you. And Bales, not too long ago there was a suspicious car, a wreck that took place between Tangram and Altair. I insisted we investigate, but we received rather that the license plate matched Ravash trucks used in the monster attacks. Did Hiwei have something to do with this? A while ago? Okay. Wait, what did she say? Yeah, and considering Ravash's men were injured in the process, I can't write this off as a simple incident. She's as sharp as always. Yeah, okay, she gets it. She knows. She knows. And we gotta talk to somebody on the roof. There's a blonde guardsman. Well, this is no longer the roof. This is where I got that chest. The stairs are here. Nope, not downstairs. No, not in this room, but what is in this room? Nothing of importance, it looks like. What are on these posters? Oh, boy. Is that guy naked? Alright, let's continue going upward. Hello, blonde guard. I don't think either one of them are quite blonde. I guess this guy's blonde. Burl. The CGF can't afford to conduct any large military drills. We never know what is going to provoke the Empire or Republic. Burl. And considering the fact that I joined the CGF rather, in order to practice my sharpshooting, I can't help but feel a little depressed. Alright, well, let me double check. Blonde guardsman on the roof. I don't think he's blonde I guess he's blonde. He's like dirty blonde. Past this gate is still quite a trek to get to the Republic's border. Scenery is nice at least. That being said, we can't use distance as an excuse to slack off. And honestly, I'd rather be stationed here than at Bellegarde. Over there you have the inept commander running things, you know? Randy. In some ways, I think I'm lucky to have been stationed here at Tangram. So that blockhead, I'm able to work under the brilliant Deputy Commander Bales. Fair enough. We've seen that, like, essentially, he's not even running the place right now. It's in the hands of that other, what is her name? Mireille or something? Mireille? That sounds about right. So we're done here. Let me start to take out the rest of these, support requests. So we did the extermination, rare herb, we need to go to the hospital, so that's south. This is downtown, and this is... So these two are there. Let's go to the hospital first. And I know a couple people that I just want to check in on there, so we might as well. So we need to go to Crossbell East exit. And, you know, I guess at this juncture, it's not really that much of a hassle. Maybe we'll just do, like, 2 of these. We'll hit all of the spots outside of town, and then we'll stick to the next part in town. Or something like that. Well, while we're here, in case I, like, need to pick things up, like, around, you know what I mean? Like, if I need to, like, walk out and get some herbs, I should probably, like, you know, do this. So, this person is... What are y'all doing here? Oh, it's you guys. Hey, Vol, do you come here often? Pretty much, owner's some annoying old dude, but the grub's decent. Not to mention, the waitress is pretty freaking sexy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, definitely. On that, at least we can agree. Seriously, guys? Show some decorum for once in your life, Randy. Damn, I'm starved. Morning practice with the boys did a number on me. Wish I'd hurry up with the food already. Oh, it's actually her. Shan-Chan. Welcome to Long Lao. Shan-Chan, I presume. We're here to discuss your support request. Wow, you're here already? Oh, thank goodness. I mean, I took a long walk. Ain't she a cutie? I think fishing for ingredients was the name of your request. Work's work, but is it me or does the SSS get saddled with a lot of fetch quests? We do. We're fetching with rough roughmen out here. You're not wrong, but it really is out of our control. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I need this done as soon as possible. We had a customer suddenly come this morning and make a reservation bigger than our stock can handle. We tried to buy some fish from the marketplace, but even they were running low on good stuff. We're going to need odd jobbers to tackle this one for us. Sorry, what was that now? I do not believe odd jobber is is an apt description of our work, huh? All I know is I spoke with the Bracers Guild receptionist and he told me he'd set something up for me. There weren't any bracers available, but he mentioned a group of odd jobbers that would be— Oh my gosh, really? Michelle, what is that his name, right? Told us we were odd jobbers? Are you the ones he's referring to? So it's that damn receptionist's fault, huh? The worst part is he's not completely wrong. It still feels bad to hear, though. However, Lloyd is a proficient fisherman, so I believe we are more than capable to accept her request. After all, she appears to be in need. Yeah, I love fishing. Really, that's such a relief. The dish calls for a fish that's both long and slender. The reservation is for 5 people, so we need 5 of the same type of fish. Oh my gosh. But if you have trouble catching that specific type of fish, rather, I suppose we could settle for something else. However, whatever fish you end up bringing, we need 5 of the same kind. Got it? So to recap, you want me to bring 5 long, slender fish. If we fail to catch them, you'll only settle for another as long as they are identical. Okay, I think I've got it. We'll fish them up and bring them to you. Thank you so much. I'm counting on you. All right, so now that fetch quest is really catch all the fish. We gotta catch all the fish. All right, we love that. Long, slender fish. Oh, a fishing notebook? Thank you. Rock Eater is not really long and slender. I mean, it's slender, but I don't know if I would call it long. Eel is long. You know what I mean? It is long. I don't know if it's like... Whatever. Oh, turn page, please. Does she just mean eel? Because that's definitely long and slender, you know what I'm saying? How many do I have in my inventory? Items. Fishing. We have 1 eel. Let me just double check, because I feel like eel could work, but I'd have to go and catch some more eel, which is fine. How many earthworm do I have, now that I'm thinking about it? Because I think it said an earthworm. This is still the right place to check that, actually. Items, fishing. We have 1 earthworm, man, so I need to go to my monster notebook, look at what drops earthworm, find a whole bunch of those things. Goodness gracious. Okay, that I might actually do in between episodes. That might be something I do in between episodes, because I guess I'll probably be doing some cleanup on fighting too. So that's fine. Let me pick up what else is in here. I could pick up theirs, but I think I actually am going to wait until next time to pick up their request. The Testaments. Because I think that's just going to be brawling, it's going to be fighting. So let me go pick up the one at Ursula, St. Ursula. I think I'm gonna walk there, but I'm gonna take the bus halfway. I was gonna say, I should be able to, like, just sweep through a bunch of these enemies, and I just want to make sure that we're getting some more, like, stuff. You know what I mean? I want items. Like, look, that's red pepper and red flies, so that's, you know, stuff that I can use to catch things. But I do want to, like... Okay, whoops. Alright, great. Yeah, I was gonna say, these guys aren't gonna really cause us any problems. Yeah, whatever. Pop him. Y'all keep popping him. Thank you. Any of you drop earthworms? Yes, we got an earthworm from that. I don't know if it was from the big guy or the raccoon. I hope it was the raccoon, because I'm sure fighting the raccoon. Alright. Very good, very good. Look, I hate to just, like, trim down this population, but your boy needs some earthworms. Oh, hold on. A little shell attack. I've seen this guy before, right? Okay, great. Alright, thank you. Was it them? Did they drop? Yeah, well, I don't know. I think that also might have been the little snail thing that dropped that earthworm. Now I'm thinking about it. Oh, no. You gotta get back here. Now, hold on. Was it field magic? Does this count as field magic? Do I get items for that? I do. And they dropped the earthworms. Yeah, they're on my list. In fact, I know there's one right there now. Get over here. Perish. Destruction. Perish. Destruction. Give me these earthworms. Delicious. Alright, nom. Please don't eat. Well, I mean, the boogeyman ate some earthworms, but still not kosher. I kind of doubt you drop earthworms, but I'm still gonna check. Beat him up, beat him up, break his neck, break his neck. Thank you. Alright. Earthworm? Cooling spray. Missing me with that. What? We blew it up! I think that was the first time I've just like hit something and it died. Oh, that was just one earthworm. Why did all y'all drop something different? I wanted earthworm, just earthworm. Okay, the problem is I actually don't remember this enemy, so I don't know if I actually... Nope, I did apparently. Oh, these ones are the ones that explode when they're done. Yeah, do this. Lloyd, you might get... Yeah, you're fine. You'll be alright. Tough it out, my boy Lloyd. Alright. You come back over here. What was up here? Oh, is this, nothing for real. Ooh, gimme. Is it an earthworm? No, it's cooling spray, whatever. It's like I just dropped that. Okay, well, whatever. That'd be alright. Alright, Lloyd. Spin them right round, baby, right round. Just everything goes boom, boom, boom. Alright, did they drop just crying onions? Whatever. So I don't really care about them at all. There's a fishing spot there for me. Yeah, my problem is he throws his hands up twice, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to, like, gauge. We're almost at the college. Thank you. There you go, and there we go. Skip that. Come on, a little earthworm or two. Kibbled salt, missing me with that. I can't believe they would do that to me. I just want some earthworms. Yeah, I need somebody to sell me some bait. That being said, who needed things in here? Detective. Rare herb. First floor internal medicine office. Okay, well, first and foremost, there's a couple of people that I just want to talk to. What's up, girl? Anniversary festival is only a month away. Philia invited me to come along, but I don't know if I can take some time off yet. Ha! I hope you get trying. What did you say? I hope you can. I'm pumped for it. I'll try. Okay. It sounds like Randy invited her and her friends to the festival. Man, Randy. If I work hard, I'm sure I'll be able to negotiate for a little break. My man, Randy. Look at him go. Can I take that egg? Tragic. I wanted it. You're the one who's always studying. You're just chilling there. I can't go in there. There's literally like 3 people that I care about here. Clearly one of them is my big sis. Nope, she's not in here. She must be working. I also care about the lady who's just always asleep in here. She's not asleep. Who are you? Okay, I'm taking the day off, but I can't neglect my studies. Oh, are you the lady who's usually downstairs? My roommate Flora always squeezes in some studying until it's time to eat, so I've got to keep up to that too. Wait, I'm sorry, dude. They look the same, bro. My practical training rather is coming up next month. If I want any chance of wowing my professors, I have to start preparing now. Well, good for you. Unfortunately, I don't care about either one of you. Oh, hey! Janitor Dyson is what his name was. Studies say that green is quite soothing to people. So in order to find a little peace of mind to our patients, we have a lot of flowers rather, and greenery planted around St. Ursula. Okay. Studies show. Alright, let's talk to our homie. What's up? Shizuku! Oh, is that you, Special Support Section? Huh? We didn't even open our mouths yet. Aha, I thought I recognized the sound of those footsteps. I can remember the footsteps of distinct people like you and Cecile quite well. You can tell who we are just from our footsteps, rather? That's quite impressive. Haha, I'm glad you think so. But to tell you the truth, every individual has their own way of walking. For example rather, bracers who come to visit me often, like my father, often walk as if they are always on guard. I guess we sound pretty vulnerable then. How demoralizing. Chin up, you two. Anyone is going to see him outclassed when it comes to someone like Arios. Did I say something rude? No, it's not that. It just reminded us that we still have a lot of room for improvement, that's all. Oh, glad I could help? Oh, it's okay, homie. You're all good. I didn't know I was gonna get insulted by this child today. Alright, nobody's in here. That's the exit. This is okay, fair enough. This is the rich dude representative. You know, next month's anniversary festival is fast approaching us. And with that, with it comes that event. I can hardly wait. Huh? Oh, hey! What's up? You're that doctor who doesn't suck, but he kind of sucks. Dr. Gunther. Having light coughing fits, are we? Make sure to take your medicine later, no excuses. Okay. Hey, doctor, what are you going to do during the festival? Now, there's a good question. I suppose I could take up my tackle box, sit down somewhere, and cast my line and wait for fish to bite. Huh? You aren't going to the actual festival? Nope. I don't care much for busy hustle and bustle of the festival. After all, crowds drive away fish. You really like fishing, don't you? You know, I still don't trust this doctor for some reason. Maybe I've just been trained to not trust blue-haired doctors. Please don't tell me you're about to stab him in the butt again. Okie dokie, time to take your temperature for today, rather. You ready? I'll just stick this thermometer in real quick. Excuse me, miss. I'm perfectly okay with you taking my temperature, but why do you have 10 thermometers? Oh, honey. Cerrone. Well, if I accidentally break one while taking your temperature, I have backups. It's a foolproof plan. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh no, poor dude. Actually, you. I still can't wrap my head around the fact that one of my coworkers is absolutely best friends with Elia Platier. Do you think it'd be weird if we asked Cecile if she could get Elia to sound something of mine? It seems like you can't swing a stick and crossbow without hitting an Elia fan. Oh, Lamel. If I find the right time, maybe I'll give it a shot. Is she in here? Are you Cecile? I can't recognize her from the back, but from the front I'm like, that's our girl. Oh, Leloy, spectacular timing. I just managed to get my hands on 2 tickets for the Arkansas show next month. If you're free, won't you go with me? Sorry, Cecile. We actually got 4 tickets. Really? Thanks, Cecile. I'd love to. I can't say exactly when I'll be free due to work and all that, but I definitely want to go if I'm able to. Music to my ears. In that case, I'll be sure to keep this ticket just for you, Lloyd. Judging by how impressive the practice looked, the real deal must be out of this world. Stare. Planning dates while on the job, are we? Very professional, Lloyd. Lloyd, you lucky son of a bitch. Man, those glares could practically burn holes through me. Okay, now look. Y'all, that's Big Sis. That's Big Sis Cecile. Really hope we're able to see Arkansas's new show together, Lloyd. You better find some time, okay? Sure, I'll try my best. Oh my gosh, not the staring. After finding out that Cecile is friends with Elia Platier, the rest of the nurses have gotten their panties in a bunch. Honestly, if they really must fixate over something about Cecile, rather, I wish it'd be her incredible work ethic. Hey, I'm so glad you have something nice to say about Big Sis out here. My head, it's like I can sense when Cerrone is out there doing something utterly moronic. Oh goddess, have I developed some sort of Cerrone-specific sixth sense from all the time I've spent around her? Unironically, Mayfa, you're right. What did you say? Surely Cerrone can take someone's temperature, right? On second thought, I'll go check on her. Oh boy. She's gonna break 7 thermometers. Do you want me to do something? No? Superintendent Kirsch and Marone are both technically work under Chief Clark, but between you and me, I hear the superintendent's got the chief wrapped around her little finger. Who asked for me to do this? Rare herbs. Internal medicine office. Okay. So somebody in here. Actually. Okay, well none of them are here. Outpatient. I was gonna say, do I recognize this hair? I think I might have caught a cold after sleeping without a blanket on, rather. I left the window open all night, too, so I guess that's what I get for exposing myself to the bitter elements. Yeah, sure, bad. Internal medicine office. This one. Yes. Can I really trust them to come all this way for a request like that? Perhaps I should have asked the Bracers Guild after all. Either way, I don't particularly want to empty my wallet for such a simple errand. Is the Bracers here charged like that? Hard to get a word in edgewise. Excuse me, sir, we're from the Crossville Police Department, Special Support Section. Oh, you came! I've been waiting for you. Come now, take a seat. I guess they do, because we got rewards for all of our quests. Wow. And I guess they're in such high demand, they might as well up the price, you know, supply and demand. I've been waiting for you. Come on, take a seat. Thanks, but we're alright. Standing's just fine. Would you mind explaining the details of your support request, Doctor? Ah, yes, of course. My request is simple, really. I want you to retrieve a certain herb that we use in internal medicine lab. It's called lupinus grass. Sadly, it's become something of a rarity these days. Lupinus, as in Lupinus River, which flows to the Crossbell City Harbor? Could be. So you want us to find the grass ourselves and bring it back here? No, not exactly. All I need for you to do is obtain some from the Crossbell Cathedral. Oh, they should have a small reserve supply of the herb. Archbishop Oralda has already agreed to my request, so I'd like for you to go there as my representative to pick it up. I'd go myself normally, but I'm preoccupied at the moment. What? I think we can oblige Dr. Lago. You said Archbishop Oralda? Crossbell Cathedral? That's him. Thanks for all the help. Once you get the lupinus grass, please bring it back here straight away. Interesting. Just so you know, the Archbishop can be quite moody, even more so than me. Be sure to mind your manners around him. Interesting. Huh. Well, okay. Well, let's do it. I guess we can get out of here. Well, let me actually check to see if there's anybody else in the hospital that we should talk to, because I feel like those are our biggest hits, you know what I mean? Nurse 8 outside, Dr. Galley twice, and Chief Ursuline once. In the office, and we have not gone into that office. That's fair. There's the one room that we didn't really go into, and I do like these two. That I was looking for, actually. There's one particular engineer who I respect above all others. She's Erica Russell. Oh, no. A daughter of the famous Professor A. Russell. She currently works at Zaburo ZCF. Oh, no. Not Erica Russell. Hold on a minute. Despite being in such a male-dominated field, she's claimed her place as a leading authority in the orbital technology in Liberl. We might not be in the same position, but as a fellow woman, I strive to achieve the same level of greatness in the medical field. Now, I like you a whole lot, but, Erica sometimes a little much. Professor Erica Russell's intelligence. Oh, no, she's smart. A whole 100%. And prowess when it comes to orbital technologies are even on par with her father's. We might not be in the same position. I mean, that's fair. She is smart, she's great, but I have met her, and you know what? I don't think I've met her outside of Father Kevin and Agate. I feel if like Estelle and Joshua met her, she might be more okay. You know what I mean? Anywho, Chief Ursuline is not only serves as the chief of our department, but also as an associate professor. She usually prefers to hold herself up in her lab researching rather than give lectures. In that sense, she's a pretty unique position here at St. Ursula. Okay, so that's all the same. And lastly but not least, do you remember those delinquents who were brought to the hospital a couple months ago? Yes, Dr. Gailey. A chill ran down my spine when I heard about it. Just thinking that the Kynes might be one of them. Kynes. Oh! I was gonna say, one of them has a father who is a doctor, and it's okay. And yet, even after all that turmoil, he still chooses to stick with that gang of his. Goddess above, I wish he would stop giving me so much to worry about. Goodness gracious. Seems that my son doesn't think too well of me. For years now, work has caused me to be an absentee father. Suppose it's no wonder Kynes doesn't respect me. Perhaps I'm partially to blame for my son getting wrapped up with those delinquents. Dang. At least he recognizes it, you know? Some people are so caught up in work that they don't even recognize it. So now, I think we're good to go and pick it up, because we've talked to the nurse. The homies, the Philia. We talked to Cecile twice. We talked to Representative Gable, and we talked to Shizuki twice. Yep. I mean, I think we just have. I think we got the hospital covered for the most part. I think whenever I come to the hospital, I know who we're talking to. I know. I know who we're about to talk to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The cathedral is the cathedral the north or the east exit? I honestly don't remember, but I know it's right outside of the residential district exit, whichever one that is. It looks like it's the north one. My answer is here. I know which way to get to it. I just never remember if it's north or west, you know what I mean? Because they're relatively close to each other. We need to go to, Arelda. Well, first I want to come over here, because that's our girl, you know what I'm saying? Well, not here. This is not where I wanted to go. This is the cemetery. I wanted to go inside and to the right, I think. Yes. What's up, good? What's good, girl? Recently, we started to hold Sunday school outside of the cathedral every now and then. It looks like I might have skipped one. No, I didn't. Children of America, Mains, and the downtown district rarely show up to class, so we've opted to bring lessons to them instead. Sister Hatina has been a great help in holding Sunday school outside of the Crossbell Cathedral. Oh, that's kind of nice. She's visiting downtown district today on my behalf, so whenever we go downtown, we'll see her. It's a shame that children outside of the city hardly show up for Sunday school. I mean, it is... It's a ways to travel. What's up, my dude? Welcome to the Crossbell Cathedral. May I ask what brings you all here today? You're Archbishop Arelda, yeah? We're the special support section of the CPD. We're here about one of our support requests. Oh, on duty, are we? Yes, we received a request from the doctor in charge of internal medicine department at St. Ursula Hospital, Dr. Lago. I believe he contacted you about getting a sample of lupinus grass that you have here. Unfortunately, he's very busy at St. Ursula, so he asked us to retrieve the herbs in his stead. But wait a moment. Lago? You did say Dr. Lago, yes? I did indeed receive a letter from him just the other day, but this is the first I've heard of such a request. Huh? Well, there's gotta be a mistake. There's no mistake. The reason for that, it is simple. I've made it my prerogative to ignore every letter sent by this doctor of yours. What? But why? That is no business of yours. Besides, I've already sworn upon the goddess to uphold this solemn vow. Oh my gosh. Hey Lloyd, something tells me that Dr. Lago didn't exactly give us all the details. Yes, it would appear that they have a rather complicated relationship. But that kind of puts us in a tight spot, doesn't it? Still, we accepted the doctor's request. It's our duty to follow through no matter how difficult the Archbishop may be. Excuse me, Archbishop Arelda? What is it? We were informed by Dr. Lago that he intends to use all the herbs for internal medicine research. Considering how renowned St. Ursula is as a medical institution, I'm sure those herbs will go a long way in helping future patients. We don't intend to ask any personal questions rather about you and the doctor's relationship. However, despite your differences, is it not at all possible for you to let Dr. Lago have some of the lupinus grass? He's like, oh my gosh, what a well-spoken young man. It seems as though you four have misunderstood me. When did I say that I wouldn't hand over the herbs? Huh? You'll find the lupinus grass in my office towards the back of the sanctuary and to the left. Towards the back of the sanctuary and to the left. Okay. If you tell Father Renton that you have my permission, he should supply you with the grass without any problems. Now, I'd say this conversation is ended. Go on, get going. Thank you, sir. Well then. Huh, that took less convincing than I was expecting. Did we even convince him to do anything in the first place? It sounded like he intended to give it to us all along. I'm still confused about the whole ordeal. Would it not be wise to pick up the grass before he changes his mind? We definitely should. He said the office in the back left, right? Let's hurry over. Okay, but like, I'd like to talk to him again. For real, for real. No, I'm gonna go ask some personal questions. No, sir. Okay, well, I guess I'm not asking any more personal questions. Alright. Hey, what's up? Oh, how can I help you? This is the office of Archbishop Arelda. You simply can't barge in here. Oh, sorry about that. We're the special support section of the CPD. You see, we're here for the grass. Ah, I see. If you already have the Archbishop's approval, then that's fine. Very well. Just wait a moment then. Here, one sapple of lupinus grass. If you've wondered about the name lupinus, it's actually, oh yeah, like lupin, yeah. It's actually from an old word rather, meaning wolf. And this particular herb has a fascinating history. It's said that it was gifted to mankind by the divine wolves a long time ago. It can be found in abundance near Crossbow City, but all of the recent development has caused it to become scarce. I think I remember my grandfather telling me the same story when I was little. Really, I never knew about it. That just raises another question. If grass is so rare, why would Archbishop Arelda just hand it over like this? I can't say I understand it either. I've got the vibe that he's not the biggest fan of Dr. Lago. I admit, I am at least a little bit curious about this apparent drama between them. Oh, you're talking about the bad blood between Archbishop and Lago? It's not really a secret around here. You see, before he was a doctor, Lago originally was studying to be a priest at this very cathedral. Oh! Dr. Lago wanted to work in the church? There's nothing strange about the notion, actually. When it comes to internal medicine, even the most cutting-edge medicine science isn't too far off from healing techniques from Septian Church will often study. That's true. I was gonna say, it comes to, like, we go to in Liberal, we went to the church to get a whole bunch of healing a lot of the times. We didn't really have a true hospital in any of the towns, did we? In Liberal? Did we have a hospital in any of them? No, I think we just had the church to worry about healing, like church and bed rest. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Let's continue though. This is true. The church is known for its research into medical treatments and the like. But why exactly did Dr. Lago join the medical college? Supposedly he was scouted out by the hospital's director at the time, despite learning everything he knew about general medicine from Archbishop Arelda, rather. He has a strong ambition to take on the challenge of modern medicine, so he ended up leaving the path of the priesthood. The Archbishop tends to be a little hard-headed, so he's having trouble forgiving Dr. Lago for leaving the path of the clergy. I get that, but Lago's move has probably felt like a stab to the back. Well, stubborn as the Archbishop may be, he knows when it's important to set aside his personal feelings for the greater good. In fact, he allowed you kids to have these herbs as a prime example. In other words, though he may scowl at the mere mention of Dr. Lago, he at least has respect for his abilities as a physician. So from what I'm hearing is those two do not have a complicated relationship at all. They in fact have an obnoxiously complicated relationship. Haha, isn't that a bit too blunt, Tio? No. Either way, in the end, we got what we came here for, rather. Let's go and deliver these to Dr. Lago before anything else. Okay. But like, what if I want to say, hey... Alright, I'm gonna go get on with delivering them then. So let's take the bus back to... I don't need to take the bus anywhere here. I need to go south. South? South. Y'all, the amount of times that I go down the staircase thinking, oh yeah, I'm going south. I'm going south. And welcome to the... mouth. Whatever. Alright. Back through here is where we go to get to the hospital. Medical college. I guess it is specifically medical college. It's not like specifically a hospital, you know what I mean? But for all intents and purposes it is. Back through here. Through here. I'm gonna save here, because I do think we're about to end. We are at the 2 hour, 45 minute-ish area that I wanted to be at. We're probably a little bit past that. We're probably getting close to 3. What's up? Oh, back already? Did you get the lupinus grass like I asked? Yes, sir. Would you mind checking that everything is in order? Yes, this is just what I needed. You have my thanks. Now, well... Sure the Archbishop told you some stories about me, didn't he? No, nothing in particular. Apparently he did not even open the letter you sent, Doctor. I knew it. Never received a reply, so I figured he must not have bothered to read it. So that whole thing about him agreeing to the deal was a lie. Well, it wasn't easy getting the stuff, rather, since we had to come with no appointment. I'm truly sorry about that. Rather, it's hard to take these things, talk rather about these sorts of things. Due to our strained relationship, I turned to the SSS to go in my stead. That's the truth. One of the priests there filled us in. However, despite the stubbornness rather, I'm almost positive that Archbishop Arelda approves of the path you've chosen, Dr. Lago. Is that so? You know, I've always respected him. That much has never changed. Someday, when medical care has progressed and become more accessible, I'll meet with him to apologize and thank him for all he's done. I think that would be appropriate, sir. Anyway, you've been a great help to St. Ursula. If I need anything else rather, I'll give the SSS a call. Anytime, Doctor. There we go. Freezy peasy. Let's just go cash these two in. As I said before, I'm probably gonna go and... Well, let's go back to the SSS. Let's end in the SSS. I'm gonna cash these two in. I will probably go in between episodes to fish. And catch some eels now that... Eel. A couple of eel. Nope. Couple of Cop? Did we feed him? I think we fed him. We fed him. Did we? We must have. Let me take these two. Thank you. Oh, I need to report. Right. Hey, Fran. What's good, girl? What's good? Oh, we gotta talk to Fran next. Yeah, next episode we talking to Fran, baby. Thank you. And thank you. Oh, we've been promoted. Strike courts. That sounds like it's probably red. That's what I would think. That being said, that's our episode. We talked to Hia. We learned a lot about Ellie's past. I like that a lot. And now Ellie, in fact, I like how they're so far apart in the party right now. I didn't know she was crushing like that for real, for real. I don't think she was crushing like that for real until he said something. So you know what? Hey, you know what? Y'all hang out together. I'm here for those two. I am. I'm here for it. That being said, I'm also here for not OTP, but the what's the friend TP? I don't know what friend TP. The homie TP of Randy and Tio. I feel like they're a fun duo to just egg on each other. I think that's great. It really is a little family that we have here. And I love it. I like the SSS. I've grown to like them a lot. That being said, I'm enjoying the story too. Let's see how we deal with this Yin guy, and see what his whole deal is. We'll see if we finish it next chapter or next episode. I think we might have another 2 episodes to go with this chapter, but we'll see. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Until next time, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.